Call this number. The driver will find you. You'll hook up. This was the plan. So now the car, in emergency, has to go in the shop Friday night.
Oh.
Okay. So it's a portable phone. So they forget the phone. Fine. Okay. They forgot the phone. That's the phone number the brother's going to call.
Can I explain?
So, no. I didn't call for you.
Hold on for a second.
Thank you. You can leave. Thank you.
Let's fuck some hoes!
I think Ronnie has a better chance of winning the argument if he's not here.
Anyway, whatever it is, when you're paying for a car, it's supposed to be stress-free. You know. So Beth wakes up the next morning. She goes, "Oh God, I hope the guys get the call from my brother." Blah 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 blah. So she calls up, and some guy answers the phone and goes, "Who's this?" She goes, "Is this Ronnie or Terry? I mean, who is this?" "I'm the mechanic."
Oh, jeez.
Goes, and he's giving her an attitude. And she's like, "Well, my brother's supposed to come in at the airport. This is the number he's supposed to call." "You can't call this number." But like giving her a really shitty attitude. So it's okay. He doesn't know what's going on. Who cares? So now the brother lands. He can't find Terry, the driver.
Oh, God.
And Beth's in a panic.
Terry's there?
Yeah, but there's no phone number. How can they find each other?
Nobody calls you and says?
No. So anyway, I said, I'm going to call Ronnie. So she goes, "Don't worry, I'll call Ronnie." She calls Ronnie. She goes, "Ron, my brother's supposed to call the number." She explains, and she goes, "They're in the airport." She goes, "What?" "He's with him." This is Ronnie. One-word answers. He goes like this. "He's with him." She goes, "Well, what car are they meeting? Because the car broke down." "Limo."
Oh, stop it.
And he says, "My brother is with Terry. It's fine. It worked out."
Ronnie said
I go,
something.
"Why didn't Ronnie just give us a heads up? Tell us that the phone..."
You some...
Just all you got to do is call and say, "Here's a different number."
Yeah.
So, now
Wouldn't that be professional?
Now I'm like, something sounds wrong. So text your brother, make sure he's with Terry. Text the brother, he's not with Terry at all.
Of course not.
I called back Ronnie. I go, "Ronnie, why are you torturing me here? What the fuck are you doing? Give me a fucking break." Fuck. I go, her brother isn't with the driver. They don't know where they are.
I'm sure Terry can't find him
They got a bunch of kids with them. I go, it's a real fucking hassle. Can you just just tell me what's going on here?
And how do you not call and say, "Look, the car broke down. It's another car. Here's Terry's phone number."
I go, "Yeah, but tell me where I'm wrong."
Can I explain? Or are you going to let me explain?
Explain.
All right. The car broke down.
Got it.
I had to have it flatbedded back to this place.
Understood.
Okay. I was there till 3 in the morning. I forgot the phone.
Okay. No problem.
So when I realized I forgot the phone.
Right.
I called the guy in the morning.
Good.
At the repair shop.
All right.
And I said to him, "I didn't want to bother you with this shit."
Bother me?
I didn't want to bother you.
My brother has no one to call.
No, wait a minute. So I tell the guy, this person's going to call this number. When he calls you and tells you where he is,
that's ridiculous.
Just call me.
That is a ridiculous plan.
All right.
No.
That's a ridiculous plan.
Wait a minute.
Why would you call me and say, "Here's a new number"?
So now, wait a minute. So I don't want to have no hassle. Everything. I want everything to be good. I get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, go to bed at 3:30, get up at 7. I call John from Dart. I said, "John, I need a favor. I need a car with a driver. And I'm going to send my guy with him to go to the airport, go into the terminal, and find Beth's brother, bring him out to the car, and drive out to the Hamptons with him and make sure everything went smooth." What happened was Beth's brother had to wait at the plane to get the car.
Okay.
To get the car seats.
All you got to do is call me and tell me there's a different phone number. That's
Terry
all.
was in the terminal waiting for them to come out.
But they weren't hooking up.
Because he was waiting for the car seats. He was still at the plane.
All right.
That's what.
I think you're bothering
He
the
was
guy.
the last one.
What
Yeah, exactly. Because that's when you make it sound like everything.
Ronnie,
Everybody's don't bother me with this stuff.
No. We're bothering you.
No,
you got
no,
the
no.
shittiest fucking attitude.
No, bullshit, dude.
Be pleasant.
I was trying to get everything together without bothering you altogether.
Here's how it's easy.
You couldn't even bother to answer Beth and say,
I did answer Beth, and I said, Terry's in the terminal looking for your brother.
When you talk to Beth, be pleasant.
When I called Terry, I said...
Make it easy for people to call you and ask questions.
You go, dude. Oh, my God, I'll do whatever I can to make this happen.
I'm so sorry. I was doing everything
Ronnie,
I
what
could.
car are they in?
No, you got it under control.
You got a personality.
Dude,
act like she's a score strip.
Robin, you don't even know what you're talking about. You weren't there, okay? She wasn't there. She doesn't know what went on.
So you called this mechanic.
So stay out of it.
You called the mechanic.
You didn't tell anybody what was going to happen.
Because I didn't think it would work. It would be fine because Terry went into the terminal to meet them.
And they're calling the mechanic.
They didn't even call the mechanic.
And then Terry can't find them.
She called the mechanic.
Because they were still on the plane.
Yeah, but they need a phone number. That's the plan.
He was waiting for them at the baggage area where they would have to come to get their
But they don't know that. They were standing and waiting and looking for him.
Why would they have to stand at the plane?
All they needed was a phone number.
He couldn't come into the plane anyway. He's not allowed to come into the plane.
They don't know. They don't know that. People don't know that. This is the first time they've been to LaGuardia ever.
Okay. I told you, it's my fault. I left you a message.
It is.
I apologize.
But be pleasant at least.
Okay?
Be pleasant with people.
Everybody's calling the mechanic.
Yeah. And then when you call Ronnie, it's like you hear this grumpy munchkin on there.
What he could have done was say to Beth, call your brother and tell him we'll be waiting outside a baggage
Give
claim.
people a heads up. No, he won't do that. Make it difficult. Make it so it's a big mystery.
He's still going to insist that he was right.
Yeah. Call up. There's been a change in plan.
Yeah, I mean, you should never have had to even think about it. He should have been on the phone with you. Look, the car broke down. We have to change the plan. Here's what we're going to do. Call Terry and leave him a message to meet me outside of baggage.
He's passive-aggressive, I'm telling you. He's passive-aggressive?
Well, you know what it is. Oh, he hates it whenever anything happens with that car.
Yeah.
Now he's called into service. He was going to be sleeping.
Right.
He was at the mechanics till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
Plus, mechanics don't want to deal with that bullshit.
Have you ever thought of a mechanic giving messages now while he's fixing the car?
They want to fix the car, and that's it. They don't care.
He goes, who are you?
Yeah. Don't call on this
He goes, oh, if you call, I'll go call Ronnie. I'm like, wait, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Anyway, so
the mechanic's supposed to stop working and call Ronnie and say, oh, the guy's at the airport.
I don't even care about any of it. Just be pleasant about it. You know, be a little bit pleasant.
It seems that he got the message.
Yeah. He really got it.
So did they ever make it out?
Yeah, they made it out. It was just a lot of confusion.
Yeah. The first thing you should do is just give a phone number, because when people come in, they don't know.
That's like, I don't want to bother Ronnie. I go, bother him.
See, that's it right there, that you have the feeling that you shouldn't bother the person who has to do the job.
Yeah, I said, it is ridiculous. She's like afraid of him. I said, well, he's plenty scary. He's grumpy. Smile.
Most of us have learned to live with our fear.
Got a good deal. What am I going to tell you? It was crazy. So anyway, her family's with her, and then I came back last night, and I watched what's happening. You know, this whole Michael Vick thing, Stephen Marbury of the New York Knicks said, I don't know why everyone's getting all over Michael Vick. He goes, you get these guys going out and shooting deer and killing animals all day and night. He goes, dog fighting is a sport, and that it's no different than guys who go out and shoot deer. So I thought, well, does he have a point? I'm trying to...
You're trying to determine if you can see your way around that argument?
Yeah. I don't know. Just torturing dogs is...
To me, he does the torture's the difference. If you're really torturing dogs.
Nobody makes the deer fight each other and rip their throats out.
Look, I mean, I guess anybody who likes animals would have a problem with shooting anything, but the torture part is what's crazy.
Yeah. They're so bred to be aggressive that you
can't even breed them.
Yeah, so you put them on a rape stand and then the other dogs rape them. Can you imagine? Can you imagine a guy making $60 million a year is busy with this? You know, I mean, God, what was he, born with pussy? Is he a married guy, Michael Vick?
I don't know anything about
it. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I've never heard of a wife.
He's definitely a ladies' man, though, from what you hear. I mean, he's...
JD page 1 here. Here's Steph Marbury.
I mean, I think it's tough. I think, we don't say anything about people who shoot deers and shoot other animals.
Shoot Diaz. Diaz.
I mean, from what I hear, dog fighting is a sport. It's just behind closed doors, and I think it's tough that, we build Michael Vick up and then we break him down, and I think he's one of the superb athletes, and he's a good human being. I just think that he fell into a bad situation.
Fell into it.
Fell into a bad situation.
So did Al Capone.
He forgot to pay his taxes.
Again, he's missing the point, though, that Pharrell was really smart in bringing out. No one else really... I've been thinking about what Pharrell said yesterday, and it's so true. By being involved with this, forget about the fact that he's a sick person torturing anything.
Yeah.
He gets involved with gamblers. And if he gets in trouble with them, it could compromise him as a football player. That's what this is all about, the gambling.
Not only that, he was saying that there was going to be a federal RICO indictment if he didn't cop a plea to this.
Right.
So he had other issues to deal with.
Riley Martin was on the air last night, evidently. I haven't heard these clips yet, but I guess he didn't get his paycheck right away.
Uh-oh. You know how that goes.
Yeah, so... I guess he was blaming me.
Doesn't go over well with Riley when his paycheck is late.
So a lot of the show is about how... And then, of course, the callers pile on. And
yeah, they just feed the fire.
Yeah.
Here with me in the studio tonight, of course, is my inimitable co-host, Eric Macaulay. Yeah. And the great Kevin Firehawk, producer who actually has a job at Sirius. I'm sure he got paid around the 15th of the month, though I have not received my check yet. You understand? They say, wow, the Golden Jew makes $18,000 a minute, but he's going to rob the poor Negro from a few $100. Okay, I'm not mad. I have information to download to the people.
I might be getting annoyed with him. I mean, he might have finally gotten under my skin.
You really are going to take that personally?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
So we're going to go right to the calls. This will be Joel from Florida, Riley.
Hello, Joel.
Mr. Riley.
Joel.
I just received...
When is someone going to explain to him that everyone's goofing on him? That tons and
Why would you want to let Riley know what's happening?
And my bumper sticker, and I was listening to Howard today, and he was making fun of people that have bumper stickers, and I kind of felt like shit, after that. So what do you think about that?
Look, kid, if you have a Riley Martin bumper sticker, then you should be proud, since Howard has instructed them to withhold my check and not pay me on time, even though he makes $18,000 a minute. I have no respect for them, any of them, because whatever they say, son, they are reprehensible worm suckers. You understand? Since
he might be dangerous to me. I mean, maybe he's really believing that I actually orchestrated them not to get his paycheck.
I don't think so. I think you're making way too much of this.
Is he crazy? I mean, I know he's crazy.
He's crazy, but he can't do anything. You know, like he can hardly get out of wherever he is.
He cannot stand that I have some popularity. He's going to try to starve me even worse than he already was. So anything he said to you, disregard it. It's not worthy of your thought, okay?
Up the girl just happened to say, yeah, I work for Mel, that's right. Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mel said when he hired me, he goes, you're not bringing her over. She said shit about me. I go, well, I did too. He goes, yeah, well, you I got to put up with. I'm not putting up with her.
That's right, was what she said?
Yeah, like something like, that's right, Howard. I worked for her.
Colonel Rupert had to put up with Babe Ruth shit.
And she never worked for Mel again, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'm sure Robin ain't waiting for her money either.
Oh, no. The little Bojangle baboon girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Secondly, Riley, I don't know if you heard...
Bojangle baboon.
He is a wordsmith.
What was Tim?
Water pig.
Water pig.
Golden Jew, water pig. And
water pig.
Bojangle baboon.
Yeah. He's the smart one out of the group. He's teaching us all.
Heard or not, but supposedly Bubba the Love Sponge is going to be gone next year. Here's a guy, supposedly he wants to work and he doesn't want to show up anymore. How about you taking that slot?
Well, geez, man. They could have been using me to the best advantage that they could.
Yeah.
But you see, Howard Stern is such a little backstabbing, underhanded, mud-sucking worm until he cannot stand anyone having any popularity other than himself talking about flashing little boys in the park. You understand?
Yeah, then to top it off, they're taking a vacation every other week.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, lazy.
And he makes $18,000 a minute, even on vacation, but they're going to withhold Ryder Martin's check.
Yeah, they can't hand any of it to you, you know?
Yeah.
You have a question, Rob?
Yeah, the question I have, I didn't mean to get followed.
Thank you, Iran.
Yes. Yeah, let's focus this man. It's to me, this show's the funniest when he's ragging on us.
Oh, yeah.
When he starts going into his alien bullshit, it's old.
You can't buy that.
No.
This stuff is real.
Yeah, this is real stuff. Now he's got something to talk about. Well, if I'm so worried about his popularity, why am I putting him on the air? Wouldn't I just keep him off because he's such a scary talent? Like what?
Well, that's why you're irritating him by withholding his check, hoping he'll quit, I guess.
But why would I want him to quit if I'm the one who put him on the air?
I'm not going to try to explain Riley's logic to you.
It makes you look like even more of a genius if you found a guy like this that no one else is putting on. And, you know, but to me, the show, this money stuff brings him so into reality that he might actually forget his bullshit.
Right. He doesn't remember the alien.
Yeah.
I like, you know, listen, I just love that he really thinks... You know, we sit there and calculate how to screw him out of money.
Yeah, he has directed them.
And I love that, you know,
That's his megalomania, that you wouldn't, and the top people in this organization are sitting around going, how can we fuck with Riley?
And the best part of the show, let's be honest, is that the listeners all call him up and just egg him on the entire night.
The guy just now, he was like all over it. Just
that's pretty
every
good.
Button.
Riley, I bought one of your cymbals, and I put it on my car, and Howard doesn't think that's good.
I know. Robin isn't waiting for her check.
Yeah, right. It's perfect.
Goes on vacation, lazy. Oh, yeah. Lazy.
We are back. People, we are back. You must forgive me if I seem a bit out of sorts. That's because I have not got paid.
You're hotter than college.
Yeah, right. Howard has instructed them to withhold the poor Negroes' money. You understand? And because they are so good about sucking up to him, you understand? then they think it's funny. But, I'm trying to live over here.
Over here.
It's better save the world.
Right.
What was he doing before we started sending him?
I mean, he's only been doing this show for how long?
I don't know, but this money seems to be like his entire life.
Now it's a salary.
Yeah.
He was loading 600 pounds of pot onto a truck.
All right. Riley, next call. This is Darren from North Carolina.
Let's see how Darren gets him into it.
Hello, Darren.
Hey, how are you, Riley?
Hi.
I have a pretty serious issue on your pay deal. How can they refuse to pay you? Well, I've jotted this down. They paid a transvestite $900 to pay her bills. They paid a washed-up wrestler $2,500. They paid the phone bill for Jeff the drunk. I mean, they spent like $4,000 in the past just 2 weeks, but they can't pay you.
Right. I am actually...
Good one. That guy Darren's smart.
Yeah, he added it all up.
Yeah.
This is a thing that Howard Stern cannot stand. In his heart of hearts, he's a petty little weasel. Underhanded, backstabbing, but they're going to hold it.
Suck 'em up and
see if they can starve me out or something like this. He has given the word, and the rest of them snuffle us behind him and try to smell his pants and do what he say. You understand?
You understand?
I'm not impressed. The world will know. Thanks, man.
The world will know.
He just ran out of steam.
Smucka-uckagus.
Smucka-luckagus.
He has given the... He has given the...
Sucka-muckagus.
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 Give him the word.
Sucka-muckagus.
He just made up a new word.
Sucka-muckagus.
No, he didn't.
It's not catching on anywhere.
I'm going to start using it.
You are.
You sucka-muckagus.
Sucka-muckagus.
You understand?
It's not even a funny word. You know what I mean?
No, because he's trying to say snuffleupagus or whatever that word is. Yeah.
Snuffleupagus. He did spend some time talking about alien horse shit.
Last week, Riley, you mentioned Tan did not permit you to go back in time to assassinate Hitler. If you can't go back in time to kill or save people because it will alter history, isn't saving the planet considered tampering with the Earth's future history?
No. There have been humans, cowboy. There have been humans that tried to save you since the time of Gautama Buddha. Yahshua Hosanna, whom you call Jesus, Muhammad, Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi. They have always, we can do it ourselves. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I'm here just to give you information. I cannot make you not kill yourself. All I can say is that by virtue of the universal creator, we can turn this thing around and not have to...
I like that there were rules. He can't go back. Riley can't go back and kill Hitler because it will mess up the time continuum.
Friend Riley.
Yeah, but, you know, he's all angry.
Somebody better send him a check. And accept Halliburton's money to be beat across the ass with a wet towel in some motel and pedophile little boys to our heart's desire in order to rob the world and kill our neighbors and things like this in order to live upon the earth. We can do it. No, they won't do it, but we can. You see? I depend upon you to help me save this thing. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And by the way, Riley, we did send you that check. Unfortunately, we sent it back to 1954.
You have to go back in time to get it. Where it was worth more.
𝗦𝗵ici𝘄.
Yeah. You can find that check floating on the Euphrates River.
Wow, he got pissed.
Yeah, don't ask him.
𝗦𝗵ici𝘄.
Riley, bear with me on this question. I've been wondering about this. In terms of the alien genes and chromosomes, you have said that the aliens sometimes manipulate circumstances where a certain person with the gene is surreptitiously influenced to meet and procreate with another person carrying the gene, and that this could create a future great person. You also said this process generally takes about 14 generations, and I would assume that this is what they did to bring forth Riley Martin at this time. Is that correct?
Well, I didn't say all of that.
I'm asking
in other words, how do I know why I'm here other than what I'm doing?
You mean the aliens took 14 generations
to create a Riley?
I think they're trying to move in a direction where Riley becomes Jesus Christ.
I think so. Yeah. I think that, first of all, the people in Riley's immediate camp worship him.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to spread.
I think Iran's trying to figure out why the hell he's devoting his life to Riley.
Right. I mean, but they're also trying to get other people. You can't keep this going if you can't dupe other people into following.
All I know is that I know things that I did not learn in the school. I know that my education comes from the shape of a cloud, the whisper of the wind, the babbling of a brook, the song of a bird, the laughter of a child, the beauty of a woman. And that when I go up...
The drag of a joint. The snort of a cocaine.
The laughter of a bird.
He's got quite a way about him,
the song of a bird.
You gotta love the guy.
He's great.
You gotta love him.
Off into a somnambulistic dream, I learned things that I could not have known, such as the anti-universe and things of this nature, which I'm working on now. You know, okay, if I was put here for a reason, then so be it. But I claim no special dispensation.
Boy, he was on fire last night.
Yeah. Somebody was all fired up.
You know he probably didn't get a check because he didn't fill out some form.
Who knows? I have nothing to do with that.
Every time it's happened, it's because Riley hasn't done what he's supposed to.
I'm not going to fill out the water pig's form.
𝗦𝗵ici𝘄.
You have explained that the Roswell crash as a lightning bolt hitting a ship coming out of a quantum window, correct?
Yes.
You also say that a ship fell on the Japanese...
That Enron's good.
Did I say that? Whoa, that was some heavy bullshit.
Are you kidding me? Did I say that, Enron?
Damn, that was good.
I like that. That sounds good. I said that.
I'm going to write that down and make it a poster.
When did I say that exactly? I'll say.
Eat me green and call me a frog.
Hokkaido.
I must have been out of my mind when I said that.
Man, that was some good bud.
Was recovered completely intact. While the Roswell ship was broken into many pieces, my question is, what caused the Japanese crash?
You know, Riley has him ask these. He writes them down ahead of time.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, ask me this one.
I thought of some good bullshit for this question, so ask me this one.
Been working on some major bullshit.
Not the Japanese crash, it's the Chinese crash. Can't you read, motherfucker?
Next week, the Korean crash.
I was being protested today by two guys standing outside the building. But
they were protesters for what?
I didn't see him. Mike, the cop, told me.
What were they protesting?
I don't know, but
your very existence.
I was kind of bummed out that it was only 2 people.
Yeah, I was walking in today and I saw them talking to this kid. This guy now I've become friends with because I see him out there having a cigarette. He works for the Fruit Channel, I think.
The Fruit Channel? You mean
the Gay Channel?
OutQ?
Yeah.
The Gay Channel, yeah. And OutQ. And he took a piece of paper from them and gave it to me. And they have it's a lame. It's only 2 people. You know, so they don't have a lot going on.
Well, what's the issue?
It's typical shit.
Artie gave me the piece of protest for progression. Evidently, they're formed in the wake of a tragic murder of 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗱, worked successfully to shut down the Falls Bar, and also to change negligent New York nightlife legislation. They're having a protest. Howard Stern show, The Root of 𝗦𝗵ici's Troubles, is an out-of-control whirlwind fueled by unparalleled misogyny, rabid hatred, and Talibani intolerance. Through Stern's twisted glasses, every woman's a piece of meat and a hoe. Come on, baby, take that bra off for Howard. Let me see those double Ds. Stern's demented world full of blatant bigotry. Oh, you're Asian, you must eat dog. And we have a very small penis. So let's get to the bottom of this. Come join us, sending a clear message to Howard Stern that his irresponsible conduct will no longer be tolerated. Oh, thank God.
Well, there's only 2.
If they could get me thrown off the air, I would so appreciate it. I could care less.
I don't think it's going to work with just 2 broadcasters.
Yeah. Well, maybe they could get some more people.
Maybe we'll give them a show.
Yeah, give them a show and they can get me thrown off the air.
And then they can get you thrown off the air.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, who cares? Look at 𝗦𝗵ici's. Look at the vacation this motherfucker had. He got
the summer off.
He got the summer off. Claims he got $20 million or $10 million, whatever the amount is. First of all, I don't believe any of it. First of all, if CBS owed 𝗦𝗵ici $40 million, why would you take $10 million? Why would you take $20 million? I would take $40 million. I mean, why would you settle for less? I guess the theory is that to avoid legal wrangling for so long to get your money. So this way they pay you 50 cents on the dollar.
I think it also was to get back on the air. He's anxious to do so.
Yeah. He's dying. I mean, again, it's what defines him, I guess, in his head. Without that, he's literally nothing.
Well, he's just a cowboy.
This radio doesn't define me. Friggin' ridiculous.
Just a cowboy without that microphone.
Yeah. This is a job. I love the fans for supporting the show. And if a couple of bozos don't get it, I mean, who cares? Good. Throw me off the air. Let's make these 2 guys happy. Get me off.
Well, really, I think we should bring them up here and let them state their case. Maybe they can get some followers.
The problem is these guys, like, hating you or saying they hate you is what defines them.
Yeah, it's fine.
You go away. They have nothing to do.
Guys, I have no hatred for you. It's all good.
We're all one, brother.
Yeah, get to work.
Yeah.
Get me thrown off the air.
Get going.
Yeah, it's okay.
Let's ramp it up.
You're telling me the worst thing that'll happen to me is I get thrown off the air?
Wow.
And probably get paid?
I get to sleep past fucking 4:30.
Oh, I was asleep so nice this morning.
You know, it was cold yesterday.
Yeah.
So, it was particularly nice to be under a nice hot blanket and not step out into the cold.
Lean over and
zoo around here. I got to get security for my security.
What's going on?
Well, Ronnie flipped out in the hallway.
What happened?
The camera guy's out there, Greg. And he films everything. He films the guests when they go out. So then Ronnie started flipping out on Greg because Ronnie was on a cell phone making a personal call, and he felt Greg was filming him. And Doug Goodstein went over and said, Ronnie, this is the hallway. We shoot in the hall.
So why can't he go into a room and make his cell phone call?
I don't know what he's doing out there. Everyone's coming to me to do something. I'm like, what is going on out there? I'm trying to do the show. He's supposed to be reasonable. What happened to you out there? Did you flip out?
No. Look.
You can't yell at a guy for filming in the hallway. That's his job.
No, he was busting my balls, and I don't care what they say, because Doug Goodstein's a big instigator. He likes to instigate.
What do you mean they were busting your balls?
I was on a really personal phone call.
Go ahead. In the hall.
In the hall.
Go ahead. That's where they shoot.
Down the hall.
All right.
Down near the almost near the bathroom.
But it's a hall.
Yeah, okay. Fine.
Go ahead.
But they were shooting Angelique and what's his name? Emil. Okay.
Right.
Who were standing over here by the green room.
Go ahead.
So next thing I know, the camera's in my face, okay? That's all. And I asked Greg to lay off.
You didn't.
Wait. What is that, Greg?
You definitely didn't. I was just shooting camera.
You were going down to tell him not to be in the shot?
No, I was just filming Angelique and Emil, and he was right in the middle of it. And
Go ahead, Mr. Instigator. Go ahead.
Dude.
I
can't believe you're interrupting. So when she talks to Artie, I should just put it down because you're on an important phone call? That makes no sense.
Near you.
You were right in the middle. Dude, check the tape.
Yeah, okay.
You can't bullshit your way out of this.
Whatever.
There's just nothing you can say.
I'll look at the tape.
Okay, whatever.
We got to pull. It'll take a minute or two.
Yeah, okay.
But you act like go into a room and make a call.
Jeez.
What happened, Greg?
Literally, Emil came out and he was talking to Angelique, and she took a picture with Artie. So I went down that little ramp that connects the two hallways, and Ronnie just started swiping at the camera, screaming at me, telling me that.
You're not even shooting.
You weren't trying to
shoot him.
He wants to be on camera all the time, but that's my job. If I don't document it and I miss something, then it's going to suck if I don't have it.
No, you did the right thing. You're supposed to shoot in the hallways, and everyone is aware of that. And Ronnie's got to make his phone calls in a private room.
Right. Robin, give Greg a hug. Come on. Make him feel better.
You don't have to talk her into it.
That Ronnie guy's abrasive.
We'll take that into another room.
Oh, can we film it?
No, that's why we go into the other room.
Gives him the fit.
That foot, when the guy, Emil, was sucking that girl's foot, I thought I was going to throw up.
Oh, me too. When you saw the saliva, like the remnants, it was disgusting.
I couldn't see, thank goodness.
I was really getting... I don't like watching a guy lick a woman's foot. No.
It was like he came out of a bath.
Yeah, he was really wetting that thing down. And then he comes over to me afterwards, wants to shake my hand. I said, hey, Emil.
That's what it sounds like. These people now want to shake hands.
I said, hey, Emil, you're just rubbing Gary's feet and her feet, and you're licking them and your saliva. I said, no offense, dude. I'll give you one of these power punches.
I wouldn't even do that.
Yeah, that's
I just stayed away from him. Great guy, but he wasn't washing up after that.
Great guy?
I made him put Purell on his hands, too.
First of all, how great was it that he ordered Scott the engineer's kid to get him on the show?
Oh, that was funny.
You get me on the show!
He's crazy enough to work here.
Wow. Sounds like
I don't understand what the Ronnie thing was.
I understand. I mean, I buzz
You're
balls.
saying
I'm not completely innocent all the time, but in this instance, I was just doing my job.
And I instigate all the time, but I didn't. I was just standing. I had nothing to do with it. And Greg was just... I didn't see anything.
Ronnie might be... I have to... You get the tape and we'll watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will.
Mike Walker. How deep is your love? Yeah. What's up?
One of the magazines a couple of years ago did this great bit. They did the greatest love songs ever written in the history of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Who they were written for, and then how much the divorce settlement was. I Love You Just the Way You Are was written for Billy Joel's first wife.
Right. Yeah.
That cost him like $30 million. Yeah. Wonderful Tonight, Eric Clapton wrote for, Patty.
Yeah.
That cost him like $70 million. It was just great.
That's funny. Hey, Bobby Trendy's on the phone. That's good. Hey, Bobby, I see you getting interviewed everywhere over the Anna Nicole thing.
Yep, it is a story of the year. What the heck happened, people?
You know what's weird, Bobby? I used to watch the show with you on it.
Mm-hmm.
Those two hated you, Anna Nicole and Howard.
She didn't. Howard did. He
really?
didn't like anyone around her.
I thought that Anna Nicole was bad.
Well, he was always making her upset about whatever was going on and telling her it wasn't working out. So then she
it was never her mouth that ever said anything. It was always Howard, and his...
That's not true, Howard.
What?
He should have been out there chasing ambulances, not decorators.
We have a clip, and Anna Nicole talks about how bad she thought Bobby was.
Really? All right, let me hear it. You're forgetting. You see, this is what happens in death. Because I think I was watching on TV the other night, and I was like, wow, Bobby's like the grieving, friend.
The widow.
The widow. And by the way, you were dressed beautifully.
Oh, thank you. Was that visually stimulating?
Oh, absolutely, Bobby. One can't take their eyes off you. Here's Bobby. Well, here's Anna Nicole. Let me refresh your memory. Which clip is this?
It's Gary preview page, upper right-hand corner in green.
Oh, Gary preview page.
2.
Hold on, Bobby. I got preview pages up my ass, if you know what I mean.
He knows.
All right, he knows.
I had just completely had it with Bobby Trinity to the fact that I just wanted everything about him and everything that I saw about him just away from me and gone.
Trinity's bed was just a piece of I mean, the bed looked like his skin. It had holes all over the place.
And it was...
I had just completely had it with Bobby.
I had it with Bobby.
Oh, that? I don't remember that small conversation. It was overshadowed by the fame that I had received on that show.
Had you been in touch with her at all?
Not lately. The thing is with her death and everything, I forgot about that little conversation because of the fame that they gave me on that show. But Howard was such a jerk to me the whole time and everything. And
I can't stand it.
Running my mouth.
I can't stand that his name was Howard K. Stern. Like, it's fucking me up.
Can you imagine what a coattail rider? He is even riding your own coattails.
Yeah, he's riding my coattails.
Yeah.
I mean, what am I supposed to do now with the name Howard
You
Stern?
can't even do anything about it.
Bobby, do you know, I mean, imagine if some guy, was a real jerk and his name was Bobby Trendy.
Oh, God. I would have a nervous breakdown.
Anna Nicole was sleeping with all these dudes, like, who are now claiming to be the father?
You know what? She didn't seem to be so promiscuous, but it seemed like that week of conception, she might have been a little promiscuous. I think that the father of the baby might be an unknown because of all of this activity. All these weirdos are coming out of nowhere.
Do you think that Prince dude who's married to Zsa Gabor, do you think that he might be the dad?
Oh, of course not. On the Nancy Grace show, he said, I don't want to upset my wife, and I don't want to talk about it, and I didn't say I slept with her. Well, if he didn't sleep with her, what did he do?
What kind of affair?
In a microwave?
Yeah, right. What do you want, Gary?
I was looking on the internet last night, and I put in a Google search for Bobby Trendy and Anna Nicole. One of the websites claimed, are you the one who started the rumor that Anna Nicole killed herself because her son might have been the father of the daughter?
That's a great rumor.
It said on one of the websites that Bobby's the one who started that rumor.
Do you think did you start that, Bobby?
I didn't start that rumor, but you know what? In that world of theirs, anything is possible. I mean, now it could be the dead husband's son.
Right, because they're saying that the sperm... They could have gotten the sperm from that old dude.
Yeah, because I think Howard K. Stern was hoping that baby was going to be their next meal ticket forever. Anna wasn't the gold digger. It seemed like Howard was. And that could very well be his son.
Let me ask you, did you ever see Anna's son who died be amorous with Anna Nicole?
No, I never saw him be amorous. He was so quiet. I don't think he could actually be anything.
Yeah, so how? I don't believe that.
Well, Bobby's saying he didn't start the rumor, but he certainly repeated it.
And Bobby, you've seen some weird shit go down in your life.
Yeah, there's a lot of wild things that went on in that crazy house.
Like what?
Just their existence.
But what did you see that we didn't see on the TV show?
Give us an example.
Yeah, tell us the craziest thing you saw.
I saw Howard K. Stern many times, on her. She would always turn away. I don't know very many men, women, or transsexuals that would be turned on by Howard K. Stern.
I don't think...
Visually stimulating.
I'll tell you, Bobby, I don't think she ever was attracted to him. She was in my studio twice and said, I could never have sex with him.
Right. So, Bobby, then why did she, marry him or whatever? Why did she say that he's a father? Why did she marry him if she didn't like him?
I think that he tried to marry her, and that union in the Bahamas is not legalized or looked at as being a legal union anyways.
Right, but why would she tell everyone that Howard's the father of her child?
Because she was trying to keep the real father from getting anywhere.
She did it under his direction. It was his idea. The wedding was his idea.
Here's my theory. The baby could have been on, maybe, if she was, this is a total theory, just a guess. Let's say she was on methadone, which is a good, there's a good indication that she might have been. If that's the case, I don't think she had the willpower while she was... Bahamas. You got this guy, Larry Burkhead, who is probably the father, suing for some sort of custody. If it's proven that the baby was born addicted to methadone, in the United States, he would get custody of that kid. Right. Because she would be a danger to that child.
Okay.
Okay. So they go down to the Bahamas... And let's face it, Anna Nicole's no brain surgeon, despite the reinvention of,
her as a brilliant woman.
Despite Greta Van Susteren saying she was a brilliant woman. So she's got a lawyer who's, I imagine Howard's gone to law school and stuff. He's a fairly bright guy. As long as they're down in the Bahamas, they can't be, no one can test Anna Nicole. Because she didn't want to lose custody of this kid. She was probably deathly afraid. If she marries him, declares him the father, down in the Bahamas, there's never going to be any paternity test. That's the end of the case in their, in Anna's, mind.
It's one thing to go to the Bahamas to have your baby, but why are they desperate to become residents?
Because they did not want the methadone thing. Who knows what was in the records? Were they sealed? Was the baby born addicted? If Burke, maybe she felt, as long as she's in the Bahamas, she's safe. She's out of the United States, away from their jurisdiction.
But I'm just saying, it's odd to want not to have your baby, or risk not having your baby be an American citizen.
The baby had dual citizenship.
I know, but I mean, it's ridiculous not to want to be an American citizen.
But wait a second, if the baby has dual citizenship, then doesn't that bring jurisdiction back to the country?
Yes, but it was very difficult. It's tangled. And the more time it takes, the more time the baby gets off the methadone,
the more money the guy has to spend.
That's right. And who knows?
Yeah, I still see this taking... The kid will be 18 by the time they figure all this
Bobby,
out.
what do you think of my theory?
Robin, you're so right about that, because that court hearing with the late husband's estate has been 11 years.
Yeah.
By the time she finds out whoever her father is, she'll probably be 55 years old.
Hey, Bobby, when was the last time you actually spoke to Anna Nicole? How long ago was that?
It's been a long time, because Howard is always, isolating everyone around her so he could keep her to himself, and it seems like everything in the reverse now. Anna was in charge. Now it seems like Howard was in charge, and look what happened.
What's going on with you in your love life? You getting any?
No, I was...
Bobby.
I don't date people because someone just ripped me off for the last 6 months, and he's going to get his today, people.
Things went horribly.
On Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day. I saw Bobby. Hey, Bobby, did you hear I gave Beth a ring?
You gave Beth a ring?
He's engaged.
Congratulations. I want to come to the wedding and be the maid of honor.
Good luck.
Lord knows I have something to wear.
Bobby was on all the TV shows, and I'm looking at him. He's all dialed up. He had makeup on.
Yeah.
He almost had he had fancy jewelry. He looked like a pretty girl.
I'm the modern-day Liberace, everyone.
Yeah, except you can't play the piano.
Good.
I love being on your show. I mean, the other times you've had me on, you're always so fair to me.
Yeah, why not? Well, I got no problem. People are homophobic with you. That's the problem.
And the funny thing is...
What's your deal? You like ass play?
What's that?
Ass play.
I like all kinds of play.
You let a guy put stuff in your ass?
I like play so much. As long as they play with me, I don't care what...
Because I see you more like the girl type. I mean, I don't know a lot about it, but I would see, if I'm a dude and I'm with you, I'm putting lots of shit in your ass.
They all want to,
Yeah.
And at least it gives them something to do. And you know what I like about your show, Howard, is I love how you have these people on there. Then you don't do it to me, but these other people, I love how you mock them. It should be the Howard Mock Stern show.
Let me ask you something. Do you like when a guy licks your ass?
Oh, I love worshipped.
Yeah.
I want to be worshipped.
You probably get a lot of older dudes who want you, right?
Sometimes they think I'm the real Anna Nicole. There's all kinds of people.
Nothing sadder than an old queen, huh?
What's that?
Nothing sadder than an old queen going after a young guy.
Isn't that... Everything is so funny to me. And have you noticed I haven't aged a day?
That's true. Bobby, all right. Hey, listen, thanks for checking in with us. I realize you know nothing about this, and neither do I.
You know, in all fairness, Howard, you spoke to Anna Nicole 2 years ago. Bobby spoke to her 7 years ago.
Bobby, it might be I'm more of an expert.
Everyone.
Thank you. Happy New Year, Bobby.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Same to you, Bobby. That's Bobby Trendy, everyone, who, of course, was at one point...
Anna Nicole's decorator.
Yeah. But now knows nothing about the case and has been interviewed everywhere.
It seems that, as he said, Howard cut everybody out of her life.
Yeah. I don't know how that... Right, Robin? Do you approve of the...
Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. He's not exploiting it.
Robin, before I do anything in the future, can I call you and double-check and make sure you approve
why
it?
not?
No. Go live your life, and then I can comment on it.
Right.
It's so painful, though, Robin. It is.
Yes, Doug. What is it?
Robin, let me finish my sentence. I know you're going to want to jump in. But you really, I mean, you got through saying it's because you don't know Dr. Drew that you would really pause and say, I don't know he has a good heart because I don't know him.
Well, she doesn't know him, she's saying.
Yeah, I know, but...
Well, why could I say he has a good heart if I don't know him? I don't know
Well,
him.
Robin is being correct. She does not know Dr. Drew. So she can only go by his actions.
Yeah, but you yourself said it just seems a bit petty. You yourself said it seems. I mean, you're not.
No, I am not as sure as Robin is that the show is so bad. I think there is some good that comes out of it.
Yes, and I think Dr. Drew does have a good heart. I don't know him. He seems like he's trying to make a difference.
I do think Dr. Drew has a good heart.
You're surmising his motivations and all of that stuff. That's wonderful for you.
I am.
Oh, my God.
And you know what?
Oh, my God.
But here's the deal.
Robin has her point of view.
Robin, I am not... Thank you, Doug.
You don't like Robin's point of view.
I like Robin, but it's pissing me off.
But Robin, I am not perfect. I am not. You know that, right?
I thought you were.
No, I'm not perfect, and I've got weaknesses and strengths like anybody, and I'm not claiming to be anything like that. And if that offends you or something, Robin...
Oh, I'm not offended by anything. Will you stop it? Now who's the narcissist? You think I really care about all these things?
Good point.
I think Robin is disturbed by some things that you're doing. But
I do have that one little problem with exploiting people who are incapable of making a good decision.
Yeah, the consent thing is really an interesting question.
Is it possible Robin's in love with you? Oh. Do you ever have that feeling?
I used to be. Now I'm not anymore.
I've let her down. Oh, that's even worse. Now you've really broken my heart. This is just, now it's...
All right, Irene, you're on the air. Yes, Irene.
Used to be.
Oh, hi, Howard.
Hi.
Long-time listener, and I love you. You're my king. What I have, Dr. Drew, I totally respect what you do, but regarding celebrity rehab, I've been in AA for 22 years, and what I find about it is bullshit. The celebrities are pseudo-representatives of 12-step programs, sending the message out that nobody recovers. Like, for instance, David Hasselhoff eats a burger off the floor and then goes out singing.
Yeah, but a lot of the celebrities on Dr. Drew's show have recovered.
But let's
some of them have.
But let's send out a good message. What's the right message to send out about recovery? Because you know I'm deeply committed to 12-step. I mean that is the answer.
But the thing is that the celebs are
what is 12-step?
When in fact it feeds their ego, and you know. their ego needs to be smashed.
She's saying putting them on TV feeds the ego.
Yeah, that's they need humility. You're absolutely right. And if they don't find that, they aren't going to get better. That's absolutely right.
Is that why they make you like clean toilets with the toothbrush from rehab and stuff?
That's the classy way of doing it.
Oh, right. Are you in the West Coast?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm in L.A.
Yeah, so she knows the Pacific group.
Right.
But 12-step really is just a guided relationship.
Is that where you got to get into God, too, and give yourself over to higher power?
Faith. You have to let go, have faith that you can let go. That's really what that is. For
I don't
some
even know
people,
what that means.
It's a very evolved concept.
That's too evolved for me.
It is. Look, it's first understanding your condition and realizing you can't control it. That's the number one thing.
You know, Hasselhoff goes out and says it's part of recovery, and it's in fact not part of recovery.
What is?
That getting loaded, eating food, relapse.
No,
listen. Never mind that. I'm cutting Irene off. Okay. I'm bored. I'm bored with her. You got to give yourself. You got to admit that you have no control.
It's a part of your brain you can't do anything about. It's a motivational disturbance that's deeper than your consciousness. It colors everything else. Everything else serves it. Not you can't do anything about it. The motivational distortion. You love drugs and alcohol more than you love anything in your life.
Right.
That's the reality.
Got to accept that.
You got to accept that. And you can't control it. You can't do anything about it. The second, you have to stop controlling everything in your life. That's some concept of faith.
So how do you control it if you're not controlling it? You have to control your addiction.
No. You commit today to not using.
I see. You say I'm an addict.
I'm an addict.
Today I'm not going to
Today I'm not using, and I'm going to use the support of others to prevent that.
I get it. Okay, got it. All right, one more call. Let's go to Hemp.
Hey, Howard, good morning. Got a question about your degenerate phony phone caller, Richard, and what Dr. Drew thinks of Richard. Not sure how often...
Never mind Dr. Drew. I think Richard's got a problem.
I'm fascinated with Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Fascinating.
Oh,
you like Bigfoot.
Fascinating.
Really?
What a fascinating guy. Yeah. Oh my
Why
God.
didn't you do a celebrity rehab, but with like the Wack pack, like Bigfoot and?
Great idea. I just imagine
Richard should be in there.
Just one group session with everybody.
You know
Debbie
Richard Christie,
and,
right?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Do you know Richard Christie, right?
No.
You don't know him, the guy who works on my show, Richard Christie?
Maybe.
He drinks like a motherfucker.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about him.
Yeah. He's constantly champagne and.
That's not good.
But I mean,
he has to pack the booze before he packs his clothes.
So that's not going to.
It's every single day, though. It's every single day. Richard says he goes home, has a 6-pack, maybe a 12-pack, but.
So this is gonna
every single day.
All right. So here's the deal.
But he's functioning.
You're right. You can't with somebody at that stage. It's very hard to do anything with them because they are functioning and it's still working.
You know why he's functioning? Because he works for me.
You're enabling him.
Well, I'm not enabling, but I'm like the job is so much fun. Like he makes phony phone calls. You almost have to get loaded to do that.
That's for sure. Okay, yeah. Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? Like if he had to go to a real job, I don't know that he could. I don't know, but maybe he could. He's in the best shape of his life physically.
How old is he now?
Hey, Richard, get in here. What am I talking about your case?
It's gonna. Want me to kind of deal with him, talk to him about it.
Yeah, let's talk to him a little bit.
We talk to him about it all the time.
I mean, it's gonna.
We're just not getting anywhere.
It's just you can't.
Here he is. Look, he's thin. He lost a lot of weight. He actually looks halfway decent.
He has a relationship. He's married.
Here goes Drew into his doctor thing.
Is there alcoholism in your family?
No.
Really?
No, my parents don't even really drink.
How about your grandparents?
No.
Well, maybe.
Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
I mean,
he's brought it into the family.
He's starting a new thing.
You adopted? Is there
Are you adopted?
No.
Is there some reason it's not in the family? Like your dad's a clergy or something? Or
my dad was a railroader. No,
that doesn't make sense. All right, so go ahead.
So I love beer. I love craft beer. I love the way it tastes, and I
love it more than like
soda or anything.
You love it more than like your health, your safety.
Well, I think I'm fairly healthy. I run the other Sunday. I ran 9 miles.
How much you drink in the average day?
During the week, like last night, I had 1 beer.
Be honest, what you're drinking?
1 beer last night, but on the weekends, I'll have.
And when does the weekend start?
Friday night.
Oh, Friday night. Okay, go ahead. What do you have on the weekends?
I'll have probably, I don't know, 10 or 12 beers, like 16
across the entire weekend.
No,
per
probably
night.
a day. Yeah,
it's a lot of alcohol, right?
Yeah.
And then what about this whole thing when you and your wife get on trains and you pack up like bottles and bottles of champagne and down them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have consequences from? I mean, do you guys get in trouble? Do you have legal problems? Do you have, your doctor tell you to stop?
I've peed myself a few times, and they had to put me in a wheelchair coming off a plane one time, going to Bubba's wedding.
Right.
You know, goofy things like that.
He murdered 44 people.
He just doesn't remember it.
It's hard to make the firm
call
without the family history, you know, without the genetics there. You know, it's possible still, and maybe it was sort of hidden for years. Maybe the family.
I think he's downplaying how much he drinks too.
No, I'm
during the week you only have one beer
10
a
or
night.
12 on a weekend day is a lot.
Did you fall down an escalator drunk?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If he's an alcoholic, he would be minimizing, right? It's part of the condition. They deny, they lie, they minimize stuff. So,
and the thing is, Dr. Drew, that whenever he's in a social situation, he gets polluted.
Yeah, like
he
not
can't
just like
have social drinks.
Do you have social anxiety? Is that why you're sort of loading up, or
maybe a little bit, especially like. Honestly, around Howard,
it's Howard's fault.
I get a little nervous. Like
when are you around me?
Well, never really.
Exactly.
That's why I get nervous.
Howard TV has a clip of Richard drunk in a wheelchair. I'm going to show it to Dr. Drew just so you can see the extent. Look, there he is.
Where do I go? Oh, there it is.
See that? That's him. That's him
you
in the
certainly look like an alcoholic there. You look like you should be in a hospital.
Yeah. They had to wheel him out.
Richard. It's hard not to call that alcohol.
And by the way, you were on a plane, right? That's why they wheeled you out.
Yeah.
How many drinks did you have on the plane?
Quite a few, probably 7 or 8. I don't like to fly.
7 or 8? I think there was a little more than that.
Well, he drinks before Howard. You don't realize he gets drunk before the flight.
Dr. Drew how much you drank before you got on the plane. Look at him getting into the car.
Look like you have Parkinson's.
Well, that's what happens. Yeah.
Hey, we were going to Bubba the Love Sponge's wedding. It was fun.
He's gone. He's just fucking gone. I mean, don't you feel like Richard's sort of downplaying this?
Yeah. Hold on a second. Richard.
Yeah.
Remember when John and I took the crew out to dinner for Christmas?
Oh, that was fun, yeah.
All right, so we went to the steakhouse, like Peter Luger Steakhouse. Tell everybody what you drank that night.
You probably know better than I do. I don't remember. There's a lot of beers.
I think he drank like it was at least like 12 beers. It was a lot of wine. In fact, at one point you chugged the last part of the bottle of wine.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't want it to go to waste.
And then he called me to tell me something, hung up, and called me back completely forgetting that he had just called me.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah, he has blackouts.
Hey, I'm not denying.
He's worried about the liability of having somebody like this on his team.
Yeah, but I don't drink here. I don't.
He brags. Richard brags that there's a place in the city that has it's $25 all the mimosas you can drink, and he brags that he goes there every Sunday, basically puts them out of business.
It's actually free mimosas as long as you buy food, so it's like the greatest
I think
deal
we're gonna have to
and they go for the mimosas.
Yeah.
How many mimosas do you have?
I'll probably have about 15 or 20 of them.
15 or 20 mimosas.
See, am I denying anything?
What's your ethnic heritage? Where are your ancestors from?
Kansas.
Kansas?
Oh, no,
I mean, he means like your ethnic background.
I don't think I ever looked that much into it.
Where's your dad's family?
Irish, I think.
Okay.
Irish and German.
Done. It's over. It's over.
Hey,
so
that's stereotype.
No, that's genetics.
Just
that's just the genetics. And by the way, I believe the genetics of alcoholism is a survivor gene.
Really?
Yeah, when you really look at where it flourished.
From horrible places.
Horrible places that were repeatedly assaulted for multiple generations, like Scotland and Ireland. The survivors had this gene.
They were wasted.
No. They're activated by extreme circumstances.
I see.
So alcoholics make like great fighter pilots and great shortstops and great extreme situations.
Why are so few Jews alcoholics?
It's a great question, and it's the only time you ever see addiction without alcoholism. It's Jews and ethnic Jews, Ashkenazi Jews, and Han Chinese. Only time.
Yeah.
And I think probably because so many generations of horrible things, that part of it just got burned out somehow.
It's like the opposite happened.
It's something like back in Egypt.
They lived through it.
Yeah, well, probably if we
they ate Herosis.
I think probably in 2000 BC in Egypt, maybe we would have seen more like the Irish, but it's kept going many thousand more years, and that part's gone now too.
You know what's weird about alcoholism too? Like watching Richard drunk like that is funny. Like you can't help but laugh.
But
and
not
like,
when you're going through it.
No,
I had fun.
Yeah, you loved it.
I did.
It's funny.
He's having fun. That's
that moment is funny, but the implication broadly is bad. Richard's going to have trouble.
Yeah, you think he's in trouble?
He's going to have trouble.
I mean, I've gotten a clean bill of health from my doctor.
Do you tell him? You tell him about the Mimosa Fridays?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Did he tell you to cut down?
Is your doctor an alcoholic or a drug addict?
No, he's a good doctor.
Yeah, you know what kills me? I hardly drink, and like I started to have like 1 or 2 glasses of wine a night. And I went for my yearly physical a couple of years ago, and I showed a slight elevation in the liver area. Very slight. Nothing, you know. My doctor, that's what my doctor said to me. He said, so he goes, have 1 or 2 drinks a week.
Yeah.
And I was like, 1 or 2 drinks a week? And I started to get upset. And I said, well, if I'm getting upset, that means maybe I'm getting too into this shit. And so now I don't drink. I mean,
it's definitely better not to drink.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine I'm that sensitive to alcohol?
You weren't on any cholesterol meds, statin, or anything?
No, my cholesterol's real low. I don't get it.
Yeah, see, I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol. I got gout, but a lot of that was
the gout and the blood pressure may be directly related to the alcohol.
But that's why I started running a lot and getting in better shape. But now I feel like my reward,
let's
is a nice beer.
Howard, let's examine that thinking for a second.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The gout and the blood pressure is from the alcohol. So that's why I started running.
Right.
Not stop drinking or cut down. That's why I started running.
He'll never stop drinking, I'm telling you. This guy's unbelievable.
I have one more point to make, because somebody just reminded me of this. So the way Richard lost all his weight is he's got this app, and this app tells you how many calories you can have a day. And there's many times during the day where Richard will give his calories to alcohol rather than to food.
Of course. Right. Of course. That's very healthy.
How many calories is a beer?
It depends. It can go from around 100 up to about 350.
So, I mean, how many calories are you supposed to eat a day?
I'm at about 1,800 a day.
So if you're having 12 beers in one day, that's it, no food for the day.
Yeah, but that's why I run 9 miles, because then that adds another 1,000 calories.
You're doing a lot to work around this drink.
But Richard, what's fueling you when you run? You have to have some protein.
Well, no, he doesn't have to have protein, but he will break down without the protein.
Right.
But he's such a specimen.
What's fueling me when I run is knowing I get to have a beer right afterwards.
Oh, my God. Dr. Drew, help him.
I'm not sure it's possible.
But is it really, though, honestly?
Honestly,
is beer as bad as being addicted to, like, vodka and hard alcohol?
It's all the same. It's just you eventually get the same amount. Your brain will have you drinking the amount that it wants you to drink.
Yeah. Do you know Richard's
50 beers or 3 ounces of alcohol? Whatever.
Do you know Richard's doctor has a bar in the waiting room?
I was feeling
just in case
something's going on with that doctor. I just gotta say.
There is a dentist in New York that I heard has wine, so I'm thinking of going there.
Oh my God!
He never wanted to take care of his teeth.
All the free wine. Yeah, you don't even brush your teeth. Why would you care? Listen to him. This is him calling in. Listen.
Hardemeyer, you prick cocksucker. Listen to me now.
That's Richard.
Richard, I can tell you, it sure seemed nervous around Howard.
Fuck you doing. But right now...
Here's Richard pissing in the street.
Hey, what's up, Will, you sexy bitch? All right, I'm going to leave you a message, and this is it. I'm going to take a piss right on the phone right here.
In the middle of Manhattan.
Girls love this.
I'm wasted.
You're married?
All right, hold on there. I just
the whole thing is a mess. The whole
Dr. Drew is laughing.
Well, what's he going to do?
Howard, Sal just told me, his partner told me that when they travel, and there's a lot of thought when you want to be, when you want to be a drunk. There's a lot of thought that goes into it. Right. So he brings a paper bag full of the little bottles, the ones that you can get through, because they're less
Those
than 3 ounces.
miniatures.
And he said, and Sal says the bag just clinks and clinks, but he says it'll be 6 in the morning, and he'll just be pounding them down.
Really?
Because I hate to fly. I'm very scared of flying, and alcohol just makes me feel so much
We saw
better.
evidence of what happens when you get off a plane.
Well, Dr. Drew, you've done him no good.
I'm worried. Though.
I'm open to discussion, though. I'm not denying that I'm an alcoholic.
I'll give you something.
You hear that?
What? What do you say?
He said he's an alcoholic.
You're an alcoholic.
I've admitted that several times on here.
By the way, this business of, if you admit it, that's half the problem.
It's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Right,
you got to do something about it.
Richard, stop drinking for a month.
Oof.
He could get sick.
All right.
He could have withdrawal,
Well, I mean,
be careful.
Can you do it?
Well, if that's the case, maybe I'll try it a few days at a time or something.
He's not doing it.
A week.
You talk to your doctor maybe before you do it and get, you really be. It's very scary.
It is.
It really, it's really could go bad. I mean, make sure you take, your nutrition's first thing to pay attention to, because you can get actually brain damage and nerve damage and stuff.
Well, I mean, honestly,
I think he has brain damage.
I eat super healthy.
I think you have brain damage.
I've heard all about it. There's 12 beers or food.
No.
That's once in a while.
Oh, my God.
I probably do have brain damage, but
I know you do.
It helps with my prank calls and stuff.
No, it doesn't. Don't even think that. And go see your doctor, Richard, and have you withdraw for a month. See what happens.
I will.
Also, the Dr. Drew podcast is available on iTunes. Robin will be watching both and listening to both. I know that.
I feel like I made some inroads with Robin. No, Robin, are we still
Again,
exactly the same?
I didn't want that perception out there that I hated you, because that's not the truth.
Yeah, Robin is full of love. She really is.
I know.
I call her my love bug.
And think how long you guys have been together. She has to have been, right?
She loves me. Right, Robin?
I do.
I'm going to rub it into Drew. She loves me, Drew.
She used to love me, too.
Unquestionably.
She said that.
When you lose Robin's love, it's not fun.
It's not at all.
That's right.
You've lost the sunshine.
There's one last call from you from a very famous caller, Debbie the pet lady wants to see.
Fantastic. I love
Yes,
to talk to
Debbie, go ahead.
Howard, I want to talk to you in person.
Debbie, this is Dr. Drew. Do you know you frighten me, my dear? Are you okay?
No, I'm not, because your show's been mean to me. I see how you do me. You know,
Drew's show has been mean?
Yeah, can I just say something, please? And I won't yell.
All right.
It needs to come out already. It's not fair what you've done to me. I asked nicely to speak to, like, Gary, and Gary can't even take 5 minutes to answer me, but he answers all your regulars.
This is back to getting the wrong seats in the AGT.
Yeah, this is AGT. Yeah. She was complaining. She complains Gary doesn't spend enough time on the show with her. I mean,
how does she know what Gary does with the others?
She has.
Because I see the tweets. I seen Eric's tweet how he's bragging that Gary got hold of him and is going to help him with something on the air for today. But yeah, when I was writing Gary all 3 days in a row at the begging.
Debbie, we're not like Dr. Drew, a help center.
Answer your regulars, but why are you?
I don't answer anybody.
Like shit. You treat me like crap, and you don't want to.
Well, if that's Gary treating you that way, don't blame Howard.
And Gary can't be involved with you.
No, we're treating her fine, Howard.
I know you are.
He wanted to have me locked up and have FBI come to my house and take my kid away, but that's okay.
Her kid?
Who's taking your kid? Oh yeah, she has a kid.
How do you support?
John, the reporter, John.
Debbie, how do you support your child? Debbie?
What do you mean?
I mean, what do you do for a living?
What do you mean?
What do you do for a living?
Nobody works.
I'm on
disability.
From state.
Yeah. And how old's your child?
My child's older now. He's 16.
16. Is he getting on okay? Is he going to go to college and stuff?
Yeah, he's actually doing very good. He smart. He got good grades.
And Debbie, somebody must have advised you to take medication along the way. How come you don't take medication?
I think she does.
Do you?
I was taking. I stopped.
Oh,
you can tell.
Yeah.
And all that. You have sort of a bipolar disorder. Is that right?
they diagnosed me with schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia.
Or schizoaffective. Schizoaffective disorder.
Wow. You've got everything.
Yeah, and a mood disturbance.
And mood, yeah. Well, listen, Debbie's a character. But
no, I'm not. I'm not part of the show no more.
Yeah, but Debbie, so maybe it's best you stay away from this show.
Yeah, because, you people won't tell the truth to the world anyway.
I think people love you, Debbie. I think
people love you. We love you, but maybe it's best you stay away from the show.
No. Just hear me out one time, all right?
I think I've heard you out 1,000,000 times.
No, you didn't, Howard, because you always hang up on me.
Well, I don't have all day for this.
Yeah, because you don't have the time to listen to the truth.
I don't have the time. You're right. I'm doing a radio show that
Well,
entertains
Debbie, if
people.
you're being mistreated here, stay away.
Right. That's the best answer.
I am.
Okay, so then be done with...
My fucking life to the fucking world, and I'm not supposed to get upset, right? You can trash me out there with a
We like you.
Play nothing else on me than you fuckers, because I will fuck you up. Do you understand?
Yes.
Oh.
I understood.
Well, this went well.
Shuli has a thing with her. If you yell back at her, she stops.
Oh, really? I don't think so.
Hey, Debbie, you better shut up right now.
Oh.
See?
Wow, it worked.
Calm down.
By the way, Richard's in the corner doing shots. And who can blame him?
It's fun.
Let's join in. All
Why
right.
did you let that, John?
I don't know, Debbie. Please.
We didn't do
stay
anything.
away from the show.
Lieberman?
Oh, John Lieberman, you don't like?
He threatened
Oh, he came to her house, right? He came and
he's done
and embedded.
he's on HLN every night with Jane Velez.
anything aired. You people don't want me on your show anymore. Fine.
No,
I don't want to be on your show anymore either.
That's probably
That's the
best.
deal I wanted to make with you people.
All right.
So leave me alone.
Fair enough.
All right.
All right.
I only cater to your regulars anyway, because that's all you want on your show is your regulars, because that's all you ever
All right.
to your regulars.
Fair enough. Thank you, Debbie.
We agree with you.
3 years. I wasted 3 years on this show, and I want the world to at least to hear what I had to say, because it's not right how you people did me for 3 years.
If she took medication, could she be normal? No.
The schizoaffective is a personality disorder.
I see.
And
but what would the medication do?
Not this business.
Right, up and down.
Yeah.
She'd be constant.
She'd be better. She'd be narrower range.
You know, so you push me to these fucking states and movies.
All right, fair enough. You've made a good point, and time to move on. Thank you.
Probably disability a good thing. I don't imagine her in the workplace.
No. Would you
Who's doing more to remove the stigma of mental illness, us or you?
You're doing
We're doing a great job.
You really are.
You know what, Drew? I'm going to leave it up to you.
Thank you.
I feel much better with you dealing with
Thank
this.
you.
All right, Dr. Drew, thank you. Your show, of course, is helping a lot of people.
We try.
Watch Dr.
Not
Drew.
Robin, evidently. But...
Well, some people disagree.
You were trying to help me?
Richard, go out in the hall and talk to Dr. Drew.
Richard,
I wanted to thank you. I mean, thanks for even bringing me up. I appreciate it and caring.
It really worked.
I appreciate it. And I'm reading Steve-O's book right now too, and you really helped him.
Steve-O, we helped.
Yeah.
Steve-O was going to die.
Yeah,
Steve-O's amazing.
You know who helped him is Knoxville.
Johnny.
Knoxville called me. We all knew what was going on. I said, Knoxville, you've tied this guy up 1,000,000 times. Tie him up now, throw him in the trunk, take him to the hospital. And that's what he did.
Yeah.
And he's alive because of it.
Fascinating, the story about their intervention.
And he was not thinking right for a long time after
I
that.
love that Johnny Knoxville. Just saw him in L.A. Spent 2 nights with him.
Steve-O's a miracle of recovery. Years now.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Great guy.
All right, listen, Dr. Drew, we could enter it up all day, but unfortunately all good things must come to an end.
Thank you.
And you're right, Steve-O, big success story, Robin. You have to remember that. Steve-O now.
I think Steve-O is doing incredibly well. And it again, my complaints came right at the very beginning and had nothing to do with people's results.
I'm just saying, Steve-O is now stapling his balls completely sober. And
that's right.
And Robin, I wish I had consulted you before we published that book. I really do.
Absolutely.
Stop it.
Well,
Stop
it
it.
happened all here
You
on
couldn't
the air.
apologize at the time. Remember that? You defended yourself. Sal.
I did. All right, we're going to end this right now. This is the next time you come in, we'll continue.
Thank you.
Dr. Drew, thank you.
It will go on and on and on.
Robin, thank you, and we'll be back right after these words.
Mr. Christie.
See, some guys are addicted to dirty magazines and webcams, and I like drinking.
Richard, given everything that was discussed today, did your opinion about yourself change at all? Do you see yourself and your behavior in a different light?
I don't know, man. I just love beer so much. That's not to make it sound simple, but I love the taste of beer. I love feeling good. I love relaxing, winding down with a nice beer after a run. I just love it. So I don't, if something really crazy happens, then maybe I'll quit. But so far, knock on wood,
what will it take?
I'm still able to function.
We use the same doctor. He uses my doctor. So I just told him that I didn't think he was telling my doctor the truth.
I do. I swear. I swear.
Maybe if you went in with him.
I want to.
You want to go in with him and describe exactly what's going on here.
You can go in there with me while I tell him I have 12 beers in a day.
But a lot of physicians don't maybe understand alcoholism per se, and I bet you what he'll say to him is, you need to cut down, watch it, be careful, and that may not be possible for you. You're either going to have to stop.
It would be
or
hard,
not.
yeah.
And we heard Howard say take a month off, and that scares me. You could have full-on withdrawal. Boy, she's suppressing a smile.
No, because I recommended my doctor to Richard, so I'd be more than gladly to go there with him.
I think you should. I think, Lisa's going with you.
Okay.
Because it scares me when he goes, I'm running so I can drink. And I go, ooh.
Well,
that's that thinking.
I was drinking before I ran. It's just now
it's better now. See, now I'm running so I can keep drinking. Anything to keep drinking. Yeah, right. Sweating it all out. There you go.
Now, I realize, and I've told Howard before, I do drink a lot. I'm not going to deny that.
But this is an interesting situation. I mean, it's working for him. He doesn't want to stop. You have to find that motivation to stop, and he's going to have some more serious consequence before he does. What are you going to say, right? I mean, sometimes doctors can have an impact to say, hey, you got to do this. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't think your doctor can do that. I don't think so.
Maybe if she goes and talks to him.
Dr. Drew.
Cameras or no? Are you allowed to have cameras in there? Probably won't hear of it.
I don't know.
Dr. Drew, are there levels of alcoholism?
Sure.
That is, is Richard more of a binge drinker than anything right now?
He's what you call, he's still controlling it. Even though it's excessive and he's having some consequence, he's still controlling it. It's not out of control yet. And that's when it's difficult to get people to motivate to stop. Because they say, look, I'm still working, I got to control, what do I do?
What will be some of the indicators to look for if we see Richard going over the line?
Just look at the videotape getting off the airplane that tells you everything you need to know.
In my defense, that was 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
So things have progressed since then, so just keep that in mind.
Hey, I'm Mark Maron. I'm sitting back here waiting to go in. I'm here to talk about my book, Attempting Normal. Got the TV show on Friday called Marin. And I've never met Howard Stern. I've never been on his show. I'm nervous a little bit, but I'm watching him on TV, so I think it's gonna be all right. But I have no idea. I'm excited. That's what I meant to say. Excited and full of dread, panic, but just excited. We'll go with just excited.
Now you do your own podcast, so this is a little bit different for you being on the other side of the microphone.
Well, I'm familiar with it, but I've never been on the other side of Howard's microphone.
Very true.
I mean, this is a guy that I've, listened to and known about for my entire career, and I've never had a lot of friends been on here. Never figured he knew who I was. Still not sure. We'll see. But it's a big day. It's a big day.
Cool. All right, Mark. We'll see you in the studio.
Thanks, man.
Mark Maron is a stand-up comedian. He's having a lot of success right now. For years, he wanted to kill himself because he was jealous of everybody else's success.
Oh, dear.
Let's say hi to Mark. Look at you. There's Mark Maron. Yes. Hey, Mark. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Nice having you.
I wonder who he was jealous of.
Who were you jealous of that you were you were really annoyed with your career for a while?
Yes, a long time.
You were jealous.
Of course, consumed.
Who consumed?
Are you?
But I understand that.
Yeah.
When I see other people doing well, it makes me angry and hurt.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If you're not doing well,
right?
But who was it you were jealous of?
No, even when I was doing well, I'm still angry with people who are doing well.
How can you not be?
Right.
The biggest one, really, for years was Jon Stewart, quite honestly.
Right.
Because,
really?
Well, we had started together, and I kind of knew him. And somewhere in my brain, I thought, if I could just keep my shit together a little bit, there's no difference between us. And there was a period in time when I first started out where he was literally on every magazine every week. I would walk down.
The best press ever.
And I'd walk down the street, and every newsstand, it was just his face going, "Fuck you, Maron. Who's winning? Who's winning?"
It was all about you and him.
That's it. The whole world.
Now, when you were doing, did you guys come up in stand-up comedy sort of at the same time, you and Jon Stewart?
Yes, we did. And he very early on was. He got TV opportunities, got a lot of opportunities. I ended up hosting Short Attention Span Theater, which is the thing he started on Comedy Central.
Right.
I hosted the last version of that. I killed that show.
Right. Things were not going well.
Yeah.
So, wait, because you're kind of a political guy, too. You did Air America for a while.
For a couple of years. I was more reactionary. I was political for a little while, but I was generally just pissed off and angry, and I thought bitterness was...
Did you try the Air America experiment because you said, hey, that's a way to be like Jon Stewart, like I'll be political kind of guy, too?
No, that was because the Air America thing happened because I was out, I just moved out to Los Angeles.
Right.
My career it never really took off, and I got this opportunity.
Yeah, because I never really heard of you.
That's not nice.
And no, I'd never heard of you before.
Yeah.
And like Gary came, hey, you have Mark Maron on there.
Yeah.
Who is Mark Maron? And then people started telling me, and you came up with 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄 and all these guys.
Yeah.
And you must have hated Louis too.
Well, me and Louis, that became a problem. We kind of resolved that. we resolved that stuff on my podcast briefly. But with John, it was a bigger problem. And with John, the problem still kind of exists.
You're kidding.
It's weird, man.
Do you ever run into John?
No, but...
Does he know you're upset with him, even though there's no rational explanation for it?
Yes.
He knows.
I'm not upset with him anymore. He's still kind of, he's a little upset with me.
Did you go around bad-mouthing him? Was that the problem?
No, I used to do it right to him.
Really?
What
would you say to him?
It was ridiculous. like there was a...
You felt you were entitled to his career.
I felt that if I could just be charming and not be such a dick,
right?
That I could, I could be that guy. I used to think if I just committed to a haircut, if I just committed to a hairstyle
and a shave,
the shave, the guy, he's just got the confidence to never change his haircut, and that was.
You felt you were the same. You know what it is? You probably knew that your anger was getting in the way of your career. Because John's like a nice guy. Like he's not a shit, you know?
No,
like
yeah.
And what you're saying is you're a shit.
Yeah.
And you're an angry, pissed off guy.
I was. I'm better.
Did you go in therapy to get rid of that?
No, you get old and you get your ass handed to you. I mean, you're going to get humbled.
Right.
Yeah. After a certain point, if you're an asshole, eventually you're like, well, this isn't working out.
Right.
And you get humbled. You know, your wife leaves, your career craps out, and then that's it. You're sitting with your own shit.
So what was going on for you? You were going out for like you auditioned for Saturday Night Live, right?
I did in '95,
and you didn't get it.
No, I didn't get it.
And that's the kind of stuff that was beating you down. You'd start to see the other guys in stand-up comedy who you came up with.
Sure.
Getting great opportunities.
Right from the beginning.
And you said, I'm as funny as they are.
Yeah, and I used to call my manager and go, how'd he fucking get that? The first 20 years of my career were fueled by spite, by me yelling at my manager saying, why is that guy on television?
And then your manager would say, look, what do you want from me? Go out and do something, dummy.
Say, I'm not talking to you anymore. Right. But
so you probably hung around with a lot of losers because it made you feel better. Guys you wouldn't be jealous of.
I didn't hang around with anybody.
Right. You were that angry.
Well, I was. I hung around with Louis. The guys were always good. Me and Attell and Louis and Jeff Ross. I mean, all these guys were my guys. Sarah.
Right.
We all hung out together. Todd Berry, and I was all part of that scene.
Right.
I was not that angry. I was not that miserable. I was still doing comedy, but in my heart, I couldn't quite reconcile why. And now this stuff is happening. I'm almost 50.
Did you ever think about giving up comedy? Did you ever say, hey, it's not for me, it's not working out?
No, I didn't know what else to do. That happened to me even a few years ago when everything hit the skids. And, before I started my show, the podcast,
Your podcast has changed everything.
Yeah.
Your podcast gets, 700,000 downloads per show?
It gets between 300 and 400,000 per show.
That's amazing.
It's great.
How did people learn of your podcast? I don't understand that universe.
Well, ultimately, what happened, we started it, and then I started talking to comics, and it evolved into this one-on-one interview show, and there were a couple of episodes that became very important and sort of put it on the map. I did one with Robin Williams. I did 2 with Louis, a double episode where we kind of rebuilt our friendship. I did 2 with
When
𝗦𝗵cie.
Louis was on your podcast, you guys were on the outs.
We hadn't talked in a while. There was tension because I'd gotten to the point where I couldn't interact with Louis because I couldn't handle his success.
Yeah, he's on fire.
He's always been kind of on fire. He's a very talented guy.
Right.
And but we've been friends for years.
And so did there come a time where you said to Louis, look, Louis, the reason I can't be friends with you is because I'm so jealous of you.
Yeah.
You did. You confronted him with
I said that.
And what did he say? He probably got uncomfortable because this guy Maron's out of his fucking mind, right?
Well, he said, it upset him, and then it came to a point where, he was having his own problems, and, I was a friend of his, too, but he didn't feel like he could reach out to me, so there was this thing.
So you hadn't spoken in years?
Not much.
And he walked, so when you
I went to his
him,
house.
You went to his house to
with the microphones. That's a humbling experience.
Did you tell him you were coming, or you just
No, he knew. He wanted. We weren't. We didn't hate each other. We just didn't talk much, and it used to hurt my heart. And then he called me on it in the middle of that show.
Right.
He said, when you couldn't talk to me, I might have needed a friend. You were being a shitty friend. And, I almost got, I got a little choked up, and I let the moment happen. And then since then, we've been in touch. We've been all right.
Did there come a time for a lot of comedians, this real sign of success was if Marc Maron hated you?
I do a lot of apologizing on my show.
Right. You do.
I do.
But that takes a big man to do that.
Well, it took a while.
Yeah.
That's what happened with John, is I called him up. I'm like, hey, I'm the apologize guy.
Right.
So, I call him up, and I'm like, let's do this. I apologize to people. That's my new thing.
Right.
And he's like, well, I don't know if you remember what a dick you were.
Wow.
To me.
What did he remind you of? What had you done?
I was a dick. How
were you a dick?
Well, when we were starting out, I was doing my angry kind of I'm the rebel guy.
Right.
And he was always a great comic.
Right.
I got, he's a talented
terrific.
guy.
Yeah.
And he's a funny guy. But, like, he had just done, like, I think his first big break, like, he would host, like, MTV Spring Break or something.
That drove you nuts.
Yeah, well, yeah, right away.
Yeah.
So he would...
I love that you're honest about it.
Well, no, he would walk in, like, there was one moment, you know, where I was on stage at the Boston Comedy Club.
Right.
And John walks in, and I'm on stage. You know, there's probably not a lot of people there. And I said, hey, how's sucking Satan's cock? You know, that kind of thing.
Oh,
you know?
wow.
And, you know, and he didn't know what the hell to do with that, you know. And
meanwhile, you would have loved that opportunity to suck Satan's cock and go on MTV.
Where is Satan's cock?
Yeah, it took me 40 years. No, Satan, fortunately, never wanted me to suck his dick. I was one of the lucky ones. You know, Satan never said, you're ready? And I'm like, no, he never showed up.
And in a way, thank God John was sort of strong inside, because when you get that kind of criticism from your fellow comics, you start to even question yourself.
I feel bad about it.
Yeah.
I mean, and I honestly, like, and then there was another time, like he put me on his show too when he had the show on MTV. Like, he would have me on as a comic guest. He was good to me.
Right.
And I was always sort of standoffish with him. It was weird. And then there was a couple of great moments with him and I. Like, there was one time, like, you know, when I started hosting Short Attention Span Theater, that was 1992, and he had started that show, and I was, you know, Captain Rebel, fuck show business. He had me when I started hosting that show. He had me into his office. I don't remember which show he was hosting at the time, one of the Jon Stewart show, and he brought me into his office, and I was like, "So what's up? How's the doing my thing?" And he goes, "Don't you host Short Attention Span Theater?" I go, yeah, I do. He goes, you have no right to talk to me like this anymore.
Right. Yeah. You took a show that I did.
Yeah. You have no, and you know, he put that in my face. And then years later, he was hosting some event I was at, and I came up to him. I started in again. He's like, I really don't need to take this shit from you.
Right.
I don't have to talk. I don't have to talk to you at all.
Right.
So this went on for years. But the weird thing was when I called up, like, you know,
you were bullying him.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And when I called up, like, come on, let's do the apology thing. He's like, you know, there's no love here.
Right. Good for him. I mean, good for him in a way.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Why do I need to put myself through it?
It was a great moment for me for him to say that, because I needed to hear that.
So is he on? So he's never been on the podcast.
No, he said he would have coffee with me, maybe.
Right.
But no, he's
not going to put it out there up for everyone to listen to.
He's not a very public guy, and I get that. And look, to be honest with you, because however angry you are,
I can tell it really bothers you, because you know what? John's a really nice guy. He really is. I mean, I've met a lot of people. Yeah. And John is sincerely one of the nicest people I've ever met. And I don't know him that well off air. You know, he's done my show many times. But one time I was hanging out at a hotel in Los Angeles, where I'm up, and John was just staying at the same hotel, and we got to talking. And I said, gee, what a genuinely nice guy. Like, there was no hidden agenda, you know? Yeah. So, like it's got to drive you crazy now that you're enlightened somewhat.
It does. It does. But I tell you, honestly, Howard, there's you know, when he said... I was on the phone.
Poor you.
I was in Portland, Oregon. And Gallagher had just been in my hotel room and stormed out in the middle of a podcast. I interviewed that nut, and like, you know, and here I am, right, and he had just said, I'm not doing this, and he stormed out of the fucking room.
Right.
And that happened. And then I'm on the phone I'm in Portland, Oregon. You know, Gallagher just walked out of my show, and then I'm on the phone. John calls me back, and I'm like, hey, man, you know, I want to do this show. And when he said that to me, you know, he said, I don't have to do that. I don't want to do that. Why would I do that? And I'm like, all right, you know, he's right. You know, who the hell do I think I am?
Right.
And he says, maybe we'll have coffee. I hung up the phone. I'm like, all right, you know, that was a genuine thing there. But there's part of me that's like, no, I'm not going to have coffee. You know, like there's still, I got to fight. You're
still angry.
There is that guy still there.
It's still there.
Yeah. Well, it never leaves.
It doesn't?
No. You know,
maybe it gets a little quieter.
Yeah, it definitely gets quieter.
I relate to what you're saying. I have picked up the phone and called people that I have, because of my anger. Yeah. And I have tremendous anger, too.
Do you know where it comes from?
I believe I do.
Where?
Well, I know where your anger comes from, because I've read something about your history.
Yeah.
I mean, it all goes back to parenting and all that. Your father was a doctor.
Yeah.
Cold and aloof.
Yeah, gone. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. And I mean, and a narcissist, your dad, because he would steal moments from you.
Always. Did yesterday.
He did? Because I was reading that, like, even at your high school graduation, your father turns to you at your graduation.
My college graduation.
It was your college graduation. Yeah, and your father turns to you and he goes, I don't feel good. I'm going to go kill myself.
Yeah, I don't want to live anymore.
I don't want to live anymore.
Yeah.
Now, when your dad does that, he sucks your moment. It's your college graduation.
Yeah.
Why did he choose that moment to tell you he was going to kill himself?
No, it happened throughout my life. I mean, this is something that happened throughout my life, and
a successful guy, doctor, and
I don't know what the hell his problem was. I try to figure out, even in the book, I'm like, I don't know what happened to that guy. I don't know what causes that. But you're right about that's a very good way to look at it. I never really thought about it like that. That he erases yourself. He erases your sense of self. All about him.
So if you've gone through your life feeling like you can't get inside, you're an outsider, you can't get your parents' attention.
Yeah.
Sounds like your mother was very self-absorbed too.
Yeah, she's gotten better.
An anorexic.
A little bit.
You once went on the air and said my mother weighs 119 pounds, and she called you up to correct you and say, no, I weigh 116 pounds.
Yeah, she was upset about that.
Yeah. So
in the book, I talk about her getting new boobs.
Right.
But and she don't care about that.
Right.
But as long as I get the weight right, we're going to be okay.
Is she better with her weight now?
She doesn't look at it as a problem. It's just her job.
Right.
Is maintaining the weight.
Skinny.
Yeah, that's her job. She once said to me, 5 years, within the last 4 years, she pulled me aside and said, you know, Mark, if you were fat, I don't think I could love you.
Isn't that something?
This was a couple of years ago.
If your mother says to you, if you were fat, I don't think I could love you.
Right.
And your father steals all your moments from you.
It's amazing. I got a sense
How
of
can
self.
you not be angry about, you're probably still a little kid inside trying to get some attention, get someone to look at you. And then when the world isn't looking at you and is looking at Jon Stewart and looking at Louis C.K., you go berserk and you lash out. And it makes perfect sense. And my own anger, I would do the same thing. I would go into a new radio market and scream about guys I didn't even fucking know.
Yeah. Where's yours come from?
Well, look, without going into my story, I think that I have a lot of issues in terms of wanting attention.
Yeah.
And not growing up in a certain way. And, I mean, you can go into a whole psychological profile.
Sure.
My father raped me repeatedly, anally. No, I'm just kidding.
No. I was like, this is the best interview ever.
Yeah, right. No, but like you say, your dad would do weird things too. Like you were at your grandfather's funeral.
Yeah, that was a... Yeah.
And your dad started to put his fingers in your grandpa's mouth.
Well, he was a doctor, so you never know. It's an interesting thing with doctors. There's always a clinical element.
Right.
Yeah, there's a...
the emotion's out the window.
Right. Like even, in the book I talk about the time where, he brought another guy in to give me a proctological exam at the house.
Yeah, now I read that. Now I know where your anger comes from.
Yeah.
You're a kid.
Yeah.
How old were you when that happened?
I was probably 7 or 8. We just moved to a new town.
And you felt you had
I had a pain in my stomach, right? So my father, who's an orthopedic, not an internist, he's an orthopedic,
not a proctologist,
right? No, and he's going to examine me. He's my dad. He's a doctor. So he gives me that examination. He sticks his finger in my ass.
Where did this occur? In your bedroom?
No, I don't know. I can't remember where that one where the first, when the initial examination. I don't know where it occurred, but there's a moment there where you're like, he's a doctor. This is something that happens. But in retrospect, I don't know how you process that as a kid, right? So in my memory, he doesn't know what the hell's wrong with me, really, because it's not his line. He's a bone guy,
right?
So he finger bangs me.
Well, so he brought you somewhere in the room,
and
bends you over,
and he gives me that,
and sticks his finger all the way up your ass,
right, to see if I have appendicitis. He thinks I have appendicitis.
Is that the proper way to even diagnoose appendicitis?
I have no idea. All I know is he brought another guy over.
Stop!
No, he did. This is the thing.
He did?
Yeah.
Well, here's what happened. So
no wonder you were angry.
Yeah. So he realizes that he can't diagnose it. So we've been in town, maybe in my memory, a matter of weeks. We moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico from Alaska. So he does that. He says, I don't know. So he knows one doctor that he met in Albuquerque, right? One guy who does this. So he comes over to the house. So now we're in the bathroom, and now doctor's giving me the examination.
Finger up the ass, too.
And my father's sitting there watching, and I'm like,
oh, my God, it's humiliating.
Right. So I'm thinking, like, God, you know, if a cop or if anyone walked in on that, what would they say? It's okay, we're doctors. We're doctors. This is my son. So,
well, you know, that's got to damage you. I mean, you're joking about it here, but it is. In other words, it's so,
still on his mind.
It's so invasive. It's like, look what you write about. Your dad put his fingers in your grandpa's mouth.
To see if to look at his teeth. That was the weirdest thing, dude.
Maybe he was checking for gold fillings.
I know. He said he didn't recognize him.
Right.
And, you know, I guess that, you know, people in grief or people in that moment, but you're Jewish, I'm a Jew, so it was a very odd situation that, you know, we're at the funeral, and he's, you know, he's a little, you know, he's working the room. He's a little perkier than he should be. And, you know, there's a funeral director there. You know, the Jews don't open the casket, right? So there's a funeral director standing by. I see my father talking to her, and I'm like, oh, what is this about? What's he doing? And it's a woman, which is, you know, this young woman is a funeral director. And I see him talking to her, and I walk up and go, what's going on? And my father goes, I want to see the body.
Right.
I'm like, okay. I mean, that's all right. It's reasonable. You know, you can do that. So she walks us in there, and there's a casket, the pine box. The woman opens up the top of the pine box and pulls the tallis away from my grandfather's little dead head.
Yeah.
And there's his face.
Right.
And I'm standing there next to my father, and then he just reaches down and he pulls his mouth open with his finger. And the woman was beautiful. This woman, you know, she's. You know, she goes, is there a problem with the mouth? And my old man just says, I just want to see his teeth. It's him. It's him. Like, if there was a question, yeah, it's him.
Maybe it was his way of dominating his dad in some weird way.
That, you know, that's what, you know, it was definitely a boundaryless situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, but
did it remind you of getting a finger stuck in your ass? Seriously, like it's like fingers are going everywhere in inappropriate places.
No, I kind of put this stuff in my mind in a certain way because you grow up with somebody who's like that, who's you know, a doctor. You don't always think in that way. You know?
Yeah, I guess, but it just seems. Are they happy for you now, or were they also very negative about you going into comedy? Were they not that supportive?
I think my father, you know, because, you know, he battled a bit with depression, and it was always sort of, that was my way of I think that the only way that I managed to get any sense of self was fighting them or making them laugh. Like, you know, I could always make my dad laugh. I could talk to him about, I could put his shit.
Said you had to work so hard to get your dad to pay attention to you.
Yeah, it is.
Right. So there's your anger.
That's it.
What's the fucking mystery? Well, we didn't fix it.
But your dad made you funny. Now we got to look at the other side.
No, he didn't.
Too.
That's bullshit.
Come on.
He made himself funny.
It was the hard work of making his dad laugh, crafting those jokes for his dad. That was the beginning.
I think I think I was protecting myself, and I think you're right to a certain degree. And you know, I get along with him all right. We'll see what happens with the book. He is upset. There is some moments. But
his dad's master plan in life wasn't to make him funny.
No, his dad obviously had problems and wasn't thinking about his life at all.
His dad didn't make him funny. He was funny, and that was what he used to get his dad's attention. But you know what?
You need to have practice, Howard. You need to have a rough audience, and that's what his dad was.
The thing that makes Mark angry is giving away his talent to his father, too. Let him have something of his own. His father didn't have jack shit to do with him being funny.
And I have to tell you,
what the fuck is funny about this?
It's very funny that's where most comedians get it from. They're trying to protect themselves and make somebody who's dangerous laugh.
You getting laid at all? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I gotta.
How many times you been married?
Twice.
Jesus.
Twice, no kids.
You get married again?
I think so. Yeah. Wouldn't you? I mean, what are you supposed to do?
Keep doing it until you get it right.
You got a nice woman now. So.
I do. She's adorable, and she's
how old?
She's 29.
How old are you?
I'm 49.
Okay, that's the right age.
That's right, right?
Yeah,
You're supposed to do a little over half, right?
That's right. That works. Where'd you meet her, in a comedy club?
No, she emailed me, and she was
she admires you.
Yeah, she was she listened to my show, and I met her, and you know, it was touch and go at the beginning, but it's sort of leveled off. She's at the hotel right now,
waiting,
sleeping.
For you. Right.
But it's
what
great.
What was touch and go at the beginning?
Well, you know, when you meet somebody that way, you know, as a comic, you don't really date much. You get off stage and you're sort of like, what? Really? Okay, that sounds good.
Is that how it works? Is it like a rock star when you get off stage, if there are girls sort of hanging around?
Lined up. No.
And so you take them back to the hotel and you bang them, right?
That happens.
Yeah, it's not a lot of dating. It's not a lot of romance.
No, I don't know how to do that. You know, there was a period after the second wife left where, you know, there was I was kind of trying to fuck her out of my heart. That's not really dating.
What went wrong with the second wife? Was she young too?
She was 13 years younger. I think she just had enough of me because
it's hard being married to a comic.
Well, like with the anger stuff, now that I've gotten beaten down and that, you know, I'm more prone to crying than yelling.
What a nightmare.
Well, you know, I'm difficult, but it's gotten a lot better. I really think that when the second one left, which I didn't see coming, you know, and she was something else.
Was she cheating on you?
I don't. It's unclear.
Right.
I mean, she did end up with a guy that, you know, she had met. She was definitely emotionally cheating. I didn't really pursue it.
Isn't that the worst? Because then when you go off on the road and you're doing your thing and you're thinking, gee, back home, who knows if my wife's with me, if she's not. I mean, it's
well, yeah, and when you're insecure, that happens anyways. That'll ruin a relationship. You know, she was very pretty, and you know, after a while, you can't afford the energy of the jealousy. But I don't know really. I haven't really investigated when it started. But she left, and a lot of it was because of the anger. You know, people who live with angry people, they eventually just fill up with it and they get drained.
Were
and they
you
leave.
insanely jealous? Like, was your jealousy off the charts with her because she was so beautiful?
No, I gave up on it because
you said I can't even deal with it.
Yeah, what do you? Because you're just going to keep making up shit. Like I remember one time I asked her, I said, you know, do other guys hit on you? She's like, look at me, and I'm like, all right,
every minute.
yeah. That's comforting. I guess I'm gonna have to let that go.
Do you know who she's with now?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
How'd you find out?
You just Google it.
You Googled her.
It's like Googling cancer.
So are you obsessed with her?
No.
Is she dating Jon Stewart, in fact?
I don't know. Someone ought to tell his wife. But no, she just had a baby, and I think she's having another one. I don't keep in touch with her.
You just keep Googling her.
No, I don't Google her. I did it once. I'm pretty over it. I've resolved a lot of that stuff. You know, I did a lot of comedy on it. You know, I've talked about it a bit. I'm over that. And, you know, I'm just trying to be the right guy with this one.
Is the new one very beautiful as well?
Yeah, she's adorable.
Yeah, so there you go. You're going to have the same issues.
I'm okay. This one's different. She doesn't take any shit. She works, you know, she works with autistic kids and severely emotionally abused children. So she's perfect for me.
Right.
I mean, she
knows how to handle you.
She does. I mean, she has actually looked me in the eye and honestly said, use your words.
Right.
Now, use your words.
Well, thank God you got a show now. No wonder you're feeling better about yourself.
Yeah.
You're on IFC, and the show...
It did help. You know, the podcast, and it helped.
Success helps. The podcast became popular, and you created a TV show off the podcast?
Right. So basically my life now, you know, as a comic, you go in every few years, and hopefully your life has changed enough for someone to be interested to make a show. So, yeah, it's based on...
Is it a sitcom?
Yeah, it's a half-hour scripted comedy.
Thank God you got this, because, like, when you start seeing, like, young comer-uppers like Amy Schumer and Whitney Cummings getting jobs and getting TV shows, you probably were going psychotic.
No, nothing but hope for the best for those people.
No, you don't. Because didn't you even say age-wise?
Yeah.
I still need my break. You can't give it to these kids.
I try not to get jealous of women.
Right.
You know what I mean? Fortunately, I don't think that's a job I could have had.
Right. Different category.
Whitney. Yeah.
You don't think you could have been Whitney?
No, I don't think so.
What about those roasts? Do you ever do those? Because
I did the Chevy Chase roast, and it was one of the worst nights of my life.
Why?
Because when you're an angry guy, generally when you're
Chevy's angry too.
Yeah, but he didn't want to be there.
Right.
I mean, it was and I liked that guy when I was a kid.
Sure.
But like, I'm not great with roasting, or I didn't used to be, because when you're angry, if you're insulting somebody, it's to hurt them.
Right.
So my tone isn't quite right, but I'd written jokes, and I'd never done a roast before. But I remember I got up there, and that place the dais was big.
Right.
It was huge. It was not, I'd never done it before.
Right.
And, thank God they sweetened that thing, because literally I got up on stage. It must have been 2,000 people in that. It was right over here at the Hilton. It was, and I was just bombing. And Chevy's sitting right there. He doesn't give a fuck. Right. Everybody I know in comedy, and I'm bombing. And at some point, I'm like, oh my God, this is going horribly.
Right.
And then I got to laugh, and it kind of broke. The jokes were good, but I literally, I could feel my personality disintegrating, and I was starting to sweat. And after that night, I went up into my hotel room. I was with my buddy Sam Lipsyte. He writes novels, and I'm literally on the verge of tears. I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
And it must have been so sad to me, comedy in general, right?
Everything. Yeah, I don't know what the hell was going on.
Because here you are waiting for a big break. You're trying to get your profile up. You get in front of a big crowd. You know it's going to be on Comedy Central, and you fucking tanked.
I'm tanking.
Yeah, and you're like, how can that be?
Well, it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, it's part of the liability. And you say it was your
anger because you were so angry that it didn't come off fun.
Well, no, I wasn't angry. I just wanted the jokes to work. I wasn't angry at him. I just doing those jokes, it's hard for me to deliberate how to do them. I've gotten better. That was a few years ago.
It's a different style, right?
Yeah, it is a style.
It's not like your stand-up act.
No, it is. It's definitely, there has to be a warm-heartedness to it, or it's not. But it just wasn't working. But they sweetened it, and people can't understand when I talk about this. Oh, yeah, look good to me, and I'm like, dude, they helped out.
The room was dead, right? There were crickets.
And it was 2,000 dead room. It was not, and there's no more feeling alone. That is the loneliest feeling in the world.
It's amazing you ever even went into stand-up comedy with all your self-doubt and all this pain.
Yeah, I don't know. It was. I don't know that I ever got into it initially to be an entertainer.
Right.
I think I got into it because it's like when I watched comedy when I was a kid, it was like those guys got an angle on things. They can understand. They've got a way of managing the world.
Did you know Kinnison at all?
Oh, yeah, I did. I did my graduate work in shopping lines with Sam at the Comedy Store.
Oh, were you a drug guy, too?
No, I was a drug guy. I haven't done drugs in 13 years, but when I was 21 years old,
right,
I went out to Los Angeles. Met him. Dude.
You hung with him.
It was 1987. I went out there to be a comic to Hollywood. Right. I get a job as the doorman at the Comedy Store.
Right.
And it's right before his time. It's right before he breaks, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know this guy. I'd seen him once on TV and quite frankly didn't like him.
Right.
I was like, he screams a lot. I don't know. What kind of comedy is that? And I meet Carl. It was the weirdest fucking time. Dude, I met Carl LeBeau. You know Carl.
Yeah, I know Carl.
So Carl, everyone's buzzing about Sam. I'm like, I don't know who Sam is. I'm the new head doorman. Carl comes up to me and goes, so you're the new head doorman? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we did that. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, Sam's out on the road, but you seem all right. And he gives me his watch.
Carl does?
Yeah. And I'm like, what is this? Yeah. He's like, yeah, I just want you to have a gift. It's from us. And I'm like, what's going on? Is this the Manson family?
Yeah. Well, and what happens in comedy? If you're the doorman at the Comedy Store, that means you also get shots on stage.
You have to be a comic there. We had at that time. When you were a doorman, the Comedy Store is its own universe.
Right.
And I just entered it. And when you're a doorman, you're a non-paid regular. And you had access to do spots in the belly room upstairs. So what we would have to do is you'd get people leaving the other rooms and be like, you want more comedy? We got guys upstairs. And you bring them upstairs.
So your payment wasn't money. It was getting stage time.
Right, and you get paid for the door a little bit. And then I ended up living in the house that 𝗦𝘵cie owned behind the Comedy Store.
Right, where, so you get some perks.
Right, where Dice used to live and everything. But the first meeting
with friends with Dice?
I lived in his old room.
Right.
I don't really know him. I used to see these guys around. I always feel very connected to people very quickly, but I don't know them. But
Kinnison, you know.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time listening to that guy.
Yeah.
Hours and hours.
with him.
Well, it was sort of my job. It became, the first time I met him, It was pretty insane. Like, he comes back in, and I'd already passed the Carl test, and I was given my watch.
Right.
So now, I got to go up and hang out with Sam. And I thought I was a pretty, Mr. Rock and Roll dude. I thought I could handle the drugs. And, I was doing drugs on my own. So I'm living in this house, and Sam goes, we go one-on-one, right? So I'd never met Sam before. And we're sitting there. And we're doing blow.
Right.
And it's just me and him. He's right here. He's looking me in the eye. He goes, look me in the eyes, Marin. Can't trust a man who doesn't look me in the eyes. And so I'm like, I don't know this guy.
Yeah.
And I'm looking him in the eyes. I'm like, okay, I'm doing it. And he's giving me the Sam riff and like, I'm gonna help you out, man. And the whole bit.
Right.
And then we run out of blow.
Uh-oh.
And this is the first time I meet this guy. It's like 4 a.m. He's like, we need more blow. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know anybody. He's like, wait, you got a car? So we get in my car. This is the first time I met the guy.
Yeah.
And we're driving down Sunset, and he's like in and out of consciousness. And it's like,
I know that look.
Yeah, and he's like, and then he snaps up at one point. He goes, I don't even know you. You could kill me. And I'm like, where are we going?
Yeah, what are we doing?
So
and he was hopelessly addicted. You probably were you didn't need that much.
No, I definitely learned my lesson. I left Hollywood hearing voices in my head and thinking things were chasing me. I left Hollywood after a year and got my passport renewed because I might have to leave. I thought they were chasing me.
Right.
But we drive to this guy's house. It's 4 a.m. Me and Sam rings the intercom. It's like, Sam, what's up? And I'm like, where are we? Somewhere, I'm on Crescent Heights or whatever. And we go up to this door. And Sam's like knocking on the door. And this guy opens the door. He's in a bathrobe. He's got long blonde hair. And he's like, could you just be cool? My roommate's sleeping. He's like, you got anything? And we go into this guy's room. And, and Sam just falls on the floor. And he goes, you got any booze? And then, for some reason, all this guy had was miniatures. And he gives Sam...
Miniature bottles of booze.
Yeah, he gives Sam, he gives a little bottle of vodka, so he gives a little fat Sam, who's on the floor with this mini Smirnoff bottle. So you just see Sam, he looks like a giant.
It's like Gulliver in the land of booze.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So he's drinking this, and he passes out. And I don't know the guy.
The drug dealer?
I don't know Sam, really. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to take off. He's like, you're not leaving him here.
Right. It's your responsibility.
Right. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't want him to pull a 𝗛𝗏𝗄𝐺 on me.
Oh, wow.
So now I got to walk, Sam, get him up and get him out and get him back to where I live. And he passes out on the floor.
It's like you're his nurse.
Yeah. Well, weirder shit had happened. There's a story with a Satanist that is one of the best stories.
A Satanist?
And did you see him piss on somebody?
He pissed on my bed.
Why?
You want to hear that?
I mean, I don't know. What is that?
Dude, this guy, you know this guy.
Yeah,
you had experience.
Yeah.
He entered a zone, but this was for a reason.
That he pissed on your bed?
Yeah, it was an interesting reason. I'll tell you the story. He back then, I was a 21-year-old kid, and I was out of my mind on drugs, and and I grew to love Sam's stuff. When
his material was amazing.
Well, yeah, I saw him develop the whole homosexual necrophiliac bit. I saw that happen, the evolution of that bit, and the first time you know that bit?
Yes, of course.
The first time when he did
He's
that
laying
bit,
there in the morgue.
Yeah, when he did that in the main room, and you see him on the ground, he just starts rocking. Well, what's that? It was mind blowing.
Right, he was a mind-blowing comic.
Mind-blowing. Yeah. I still listen to Hotter Than Hell once a year, or twice a year.
Right.
So anyways, the Comedy Store is its own universe, and there was this guy that used to hang around. His name was Dave, and he was a Satanist. He had like a pentagram tattooed over his heart. He had weird Illuminati tattoos. He looked like Christopher Walken. He was a dope fiend. He was a heroin junkie.
Right.
And he was a hanger-on. He'd hang out.
Right.
Sam couldn't stand him. All right, so my job ultimately became, Sam, on Monday nights, it was no cover night. So I was the head door guy, and I was sort of part of it. But he never let me on the inner circle, thank God. I got spit out by that crew. But what he would do, he would show up about 11:30, and you could feel him coming about an hour before. He had that kind of energy. He'd give me a couple $100, and my job would be I'd go out, pick up booze, cigarettes, and stash booze around the house, and he'd bring a crew of weirdos up there to party for 2 or 3 days.
Right.
So I'd go do that. So one night the party happened, and Dave comes, and he's there, and and Sam comes, and already because I'm so involved with the energy of the thing, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a problem. Dave's at the table, and Sam would hold court, and all kinds of people. So at some point the party's going on. And I should preface this by saying, 2 days before this party, Sam had brought all his guitars and amps up to the house, and we had a jam session.
Right, he was always jamming.
Yeah, we had a big jam session out on the patio over Hollywood. It was fun. I couldn't keep up with him and Carl, but we had a good time. And all his guitars and equipment were in my little bedroom because they didn't bring them home yet. I need to set that up. All right, so here's the party. It's going on somewhere, on day 2. Dave stands up and goes, I'm going to tell Anton LaVey about you.
Right.
And the head of the Satanist church. Who cares? A clown.
Right.
And, I'm going to tell him you're not a real Satanist. So Sam just stands up and he throws a drink in this guy's face and he starts pounding on him.
Oh, my God. Just beating him up.
Yeah. And that was his style. Drink, boom,
Right.
So I'm like, oh, man. So, Dave, his shirt's ripped open. He's running around, and I pull him aside and say, you got to get out of here. He goes, I'm not leaving. And I'm like, you got to get out of here. It's crazy. You're ruining the party, and you're getting beat up. And he just...
But he's not leaving.
He's not leaving. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to put you in my room.
Right.
But and you lock yourself in there, and
so Sam can't get to you.
Right. And I got to go because I got a friend coming in. A buddy of mine from Boston is coming in. I told him all about how I'm living in L.A. and I got to pick him up at the airport. So I put Dave in my room. I go to the airport. I pick up Bill. I take him to his hotel, and I sweep over there because I don't even want to go back over there.
Right. He wants to be part of that.
That's right.
Right.
So the next morning, this is whoever's been going has been going at least 2 days now.
Right.
So I take him back over to the house. Bill, who I told everything.
Sam's brother.
No.
Oh,
Bill,
Bill.
my friend Bill.
Okay, go
who's
ahead.
coming to visit me.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I'm living the life. So Bill has no idea, what's going on. So we go over to the house because I'm going to show him the house. So we walk in, and Sam's still there with a couple other people. All right, so the party has dwindled down to just 2 or 3 people and Sam doing blow at 10 in the morning.
Oh, my God.
And I walk in. First I go over to my room. The door's been kicked in. Okay, and all the equipment's gone. The shit is broken. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So me and Bill walk into this room, and Carl's there and a couple other people. And I just stand there at the table, and Sam looks up and he goes, I'm pissed on your bed, Marin.
Why?
You want to know why?
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, I do want to know why, Sam, because you let that moron sleep with my guitars. So it's a weird moment. There's a beat, and I look at my friend Bill, and I say, I told you I knew him.
All right. Wow.
And then after that, he kicked me out of the band and kicked me out of the group, and I wandered off, and I was able to rebuild. I went back to New Mexico. I cleaned up the first time, and I went back to Boston.
Being in Sam's orbit, you could get caught up in the whole
so
drug
glad
life.
I got out.
Yeah.
Because, I started my own thing. I mean, that was 87, 88. I went back to Boston, got a job in a coffee shop, started doing stand-up at Catch Rising Star in
You got
Boston.
your life back together.
Yeah, but